getting your check. I made a lot off the block, how I earned respect. Put in work every day, we had to flirt with that. I'm getting wop, you getting got. I'm wrecking shot, I'm friendly, yay. Stacking high as a skyscraper, ayy. Let's get this paper, all in favor say. All in favor say. All in favor say. All in favor say. We for the yay. We more the yay. Let's make this paper. All in favor say. Yay. Yay. Prime one, that's him. Scott, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude's pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan tone my henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try to see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Wake your game up.
Top of it.
Welcome.
Make
your game
up. We'll get it.
Take two.
Take two.
Y'all are slow.
Take two.
Welcome
Take
to
two.
another episode of
Wake your game up.
Come on now.
Yes.
Come
We're
on.
bringing the energy today, Mike.
We almost
Yes,
might
sir.
Oh, what? Yep. Shaking back from whiskey night. Had a lit ass Labor Day. Had a couple of drafts going, but yeah, we back to get our game woken up. What it do, fellas?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes I'm actually waking my game up right now.
Yeah, likewise, bro.
Yeah, about it.
Yeah,
I didn't
That
get
shit
back
was
in
no
the sack.
joke yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah,
back in
man.
the sack till about 11:30 last night. Been traveling
Ooh.
since 3 p.m. yesterday. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but I'm glad to
You
be.
got a nice tan, JD.
Come on, man. So everything.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all my AOB brothers. Shout out to Cabo and to our motherfucking host. He ain't gonna see this. He ain't no fantasy football player. To my dog A-Rod that hosted us out there, man. That motherfucker blessed us, man. I just want to give A-Rod a shout out, man. You, man, damn good weekend, bro. 100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, man. Shout out to A-Rod, man, the dude. Hey, I made the phone call. I'd make sure I send out the big guns. You know what I mean?
I will say that, then.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's a hotel with 19 rooms in this motherfucker. We gotta have the best of the best.
Whenever we want to, too, bro.
That's pretty badass.
Nice.
Fucking right. And speaking of shout outs, let's shout out the chat. We've got a peanut butter and jelly up in here. Shout out PB and J.
Hey, a classic, everyone. PB
Come on now.
Peanut butter, I'll have you guys know, was invented by a black man.
Talk about it.
Hell yeah.
Watch
Ginger Ninja. What up,
What
Dennis?
up, Denny?
Sir.
We got Chase. What up, Chase? Almost that time. Fucking right,
Big
brother.
bang.
We're counting the hours. Hours.
Yes, indeed. Derek up in here. Salute.
Salute to the big
What up?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Derek. We got Kevin, Minnesota Kev, Viking
up,
Kev
Viking
in the
Kev
house.
in the
What up, bro?
He's a real Viking. I've met him.
Yes, sir.
I don't
Emil. What up, Emil? Repping
What
Canada.
up, Emil? Man, we love Emil, man. Emil has seen both sides of the coin, apparently. Yeah, man. Shout out to Emil, bro. You a real one for real.
100%.
And we got Steamboat Diamond Joe up in here.
I was about to correct that.
And Tino, our other East Side League member. What up, Tino?
Tino.
Everybody.
What up, twin? Top of the morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. He's at
There we go.
Lake Don Pedro. Got bad reception. Might be in and out. All good, bro.
Okay,
That
down
sounds
Pedro goes
dope,
crazy,
dog.
bro.
Yeah, that sounds.
My nigga got the chest out today,
Get
boy.
me out to the lake. That's
Hey, Lake Down Pedro. Hold on, put it in the chat. Is Lake Down Pedro also the one where they have the lagoon? So they have like the lake, but then there's like this lagoon, and it's probably about like it goes from like 3 feet all the way to the middle of the lagoon. It gets to like maybe 5 feet, right? And they got a fountain in the middle. So everybody always tries to climb the fountain and shit. And when I was a kid, we was out there, and it was the first time I ever seen a dead body because somebody done drowned in that motherfucker. And they were trying to
God.
take it. It was bad. It was a
hell no. That's an X-Files right there. Some random
like-
fucking floating
and then,
body.
You know what's so crazy was the next day we was right up in that thing. Like it almost made it even more scary. You're like, I fucking know what I'm doing.
Fuck, man, that is scary.
Shit.
Speaking of scary, though, we got
Instead of the little Baby Ruth bar, you see a dead body floating by. You're like, they panicking.
maybe I'll go swimming another day. Fuck all that. Millie Mills up in here. What up, bro? He's new here, just subbed up. Appreciate you, but he's talking shit. I see an 8 chat. Hashtag rise up. Man, rise up my ass. Man. Pause. Big pause. That's a big pause. That one
Hey,
came
you
out
with
wrong.
that morning wood right there. Pause.
Yeah, big pause.
Big pause, my
Yep,
bro.
like JD said, I did not think
pause,
that
my
through.
boy.
But anyway, fuck rise up. Who that? Let's get it.
Yes.
But
I love this. This means we're almost at war, doesn't it?
yeah, but at least I'm not an FSU fan, man.
Yes,
Poor
my
Tino, man. FSU, Florida State.
Shout out to
Cam
Cam Ward. Let's go, Cam Ward and the U.
That is that's not pretty, but I'll let Tino have mercy. I won't keep piling on FSU, but man, 7 o'clock up in here. What up, bro?
What up, 7?
Hey, 7,
Hey,
congratulations on your weekend, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to 7, man. Did they just do their Vegas thing?
Yeah, I was on I think it was
Oh yeah, the conference. Yeah, it flew.
Yeah, man. I gotta make it one of these days, man. You know what I'm saying? I won't make it, but Luigi probably would be in the team.
Oh yeah, gotta have Luigi up in there.
Luigi's a good time, man.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I was a witness last summer. Luigi was a good time. Yeah.
He's a yelling motherfucker, I'll tell you that much.
Yep. Oh shit, we got where did we shout out Candlestick? Cause we got Candlestick
what's up,
up in
buddy?
here.
Jordan, what's up?
Shout out to my bro.
Yep, that reminded me. I got shout out Candlestick because yeah, he was lit too at that thing.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. And then the man-made lagoon for swim. Exactly. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And then they got like a burger joint right there. And I swear to God, as a kid, it reminded me of like Salute Your Shorts. I'm not definitely aging myself, but it was a phenomenal television program. See, that's how you know you're getting older. Program. Yeah.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Tito putting the Reddit people on game. Appreciate
the
you,
beach
bro.
DJ is boo boo. Hey, tell him to hook up your aux cord, bro.
You feel me?
The slap song, man.
Come on.
You playing that motherfucking techno. That's what it is.
Hey, that techno goes crazy, man. It just depends what kind of enhancements you're on.
Yeah, the relaxation of your choice.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, if you're blowing some tree, you might throw on some nice reggae or something, or just something to vibe out to, right? See, if I'm playing some techno or some EDM, definitely on that thing. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Yeah, okay. So we just got the Q&A rocking today. You know what I mean? If anyone
any questions y'all got, drop them in the chat. We here, bro.
And shout out to the Tyrannosaurus Flex League somewhere along.
Yeah, we'll be doing the draft order
race for tonight's draft.
Yeah, I got it ready whenever y'all want to do it.
I got to apologize to the community.
Yeah, you got to load it up. Shit, we might fire it off right now. Fuck it, let's do it.
Hey, let me apologize to the community one time though. In this AOB draft, I went against the grain. I had the 1.11 and fucking who went before me? Okay, fucking Garrett Wilson went before me and somebody else. So I had to take Puka. So I apologize.
Dennis wants to do it.
I apologize for going against the grain, my word, but I did take Puka at the 1.11.
No, I like it. We'll allow it.
Hell yeah! Like, at least half of this panel
Welcome
is
to the dark side.
That's my favorite second round pick. You're not too far off. You're right there, buddy.
Ear to the street update. He's gonna be home in 10 minutes.
And I didn't want the receivers that went after him. I didn't want
in the streets.
Yeah.
I just had to give a little apologies, mate.
Now listen, man.
No
hey,
worries,
okay, if it all goes wrong with Puka, right? You could be mad at us for it. See how about that?
I'm gonna be mad at myself. Bro.
Hey, I used to blame Diamond Joe all year last year, and another person whose name I won't.
I got my first cup
Puka is a
yesterday.
historic player already. He had one season. It's already historical.
There you go.
He's already in the books. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, so you're telling me he's just done that? He's lived it all already. He's like, yeah, I don't have to do nothing.
Well, we got our first question. Let's knock these out before we do the race here. Start 2. We got start sit season, y'all. We've made it, baby. Start 2. Rashad White, Mixon, or Monty Burns.
I like Mixon against Indy.
2?
I like Mixon against Indy for sure.
Yeah, Mixon and Rashad, I'd say.
And I will say though, because I do like the Lions Rams Sunday nighter to shoot out. So I think that's going to take away from Montgomery, even though we should be able to run like crazy on the Rams this year, bro. Like just on paper, they're really bad. They just got rid of Ernest Jones, bro. So I do like the David Montgomery play.
Wait, where'd Ernest Jones go?
Tennessee.
Oh shit!
I'm talking about Jack Gibbons, bro.
Yeah, damn it, bro.
It's gonna be
why they did that. Well, that hurts my Kenneth Murray. Fuck, I had Kenneth Murray.
It's still gonna be Kenneth Murray's still on a 1 year thing, and
they
got
Gibbons, so it hurts
Gibbons behind Ernest Jones. So it's actually Kenneth Murray on the 1 year. We're gonna see him show out. I'm actually excited.
It just happened. Okay, damn, what the fuck? Why did the Rams do that?
Yeah, so
I got Christian Roseboom. I got Roseboom in a joint that boosts his stock.
He was the left. He was the right insider. He was the opposite of Ernest Jones. So someone else actually has an opportunity to step up. But I do like Roseboom like a lot.
Okay, yeah, but it was in deep IDP. Take a note of that. Get them young Rams linebackers. But anyway, to get into this question, bro, Rashad and Mixon.
Yeah, me too.
For me,
you mean a white boy and a Sergio Mix-a-Lot. He's not white, but you know what I mean.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. How do we feel about KC -3? I actually just looked at the lines for the first time last night. I haven't got an opinion just yet. That's the Thursday night opener, but
it's crazy. This is the number 1 team in the entire league last year going into the champion's house. You know what? Too, you need it to be a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Me and Derek, I remember when we were going through this one, I think we stayed away from this one because I was like, man, that's a lot of respect they're giving. It's basically a field goal game, you know what I mean? And you need that touchdown. I think it's gonna be a lower scoring game. Am I crazy?
Steamboat, what do you think?
No, I don't think you're crazy. I could definitely say
I got you this week.
What's the over under on it?
Probably somewhere in the low 40s.
46. I think it was 46 the last time I saw it.
Yeah, mid 40s. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. I'll have more on that.
You know what?
This will be our last show. Oh, we have playmakers.
I'm taking the Ravens spread if I'm gonna pick one.
Just take the points. Just take the points, and as long as they come within 3,
the Ravens +3 because they can lose by a field goal and you win the money.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it'll be close. I'm not really fucking with the Chiefs in the opener. Puka or for Kyron. Oh hell yeah, and a PPR. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to on that.
Yeah, PPR. Goodness, bro. Come on.
Yeah, Dennis agrees that about the Baltimore take. So
there you go. I like it.
No. In Ravens Chiefs, Tino, that one's in KC. It's Packers Eagles. That's in Brazil.
Yeah, and it's something about the soccer colors. They didn't like it, so they're switching.
Green. Yeah, so they switched to black.
So they opt. So where they playing at in that stadium? They rival is green. The home team is black and white. So they told him.
I see. Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. They're like, listen, if you don't want to die.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that shit on Thursday, bro.
And the Eagles wear green too.
Huh?
The Packers and the Eagles wear green.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, what are the Packers gonna do?
They said the
white
or different type.
They're wearing transparent things and mesh things.
That's fucking crazy. We'll have to pull that up on the cam. Yeah. The Brazil jersey. Let's see if the Pack. I saw the Eagles altered jersey. Yeah, they just changed their shit from fucking the dark green to black.
Hey, Eric, listen, you don't want to fuck with anyone in Brazil. They all know Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I swear to God.
They know somebody with connections to fucking throw your ass in a dark ass corner, and you'll never be found again. They'll be like, "Oh, he's gone."
Hey, shout out to my cousin Melissa. She actually worked for what are those people when you're like really nice and you go out in the world and help people?
Oh, the fucking
the Peace Corps.
There you go. She worked for the Peace Corps, right? She was doing work in Brazil. And their other Peace Corps motherfuckers were getting kidnapped and held for ransom. So she got sent home and shit.
Damn, yeah, that's
scary out there.
The gangs out there are fucking crazy.
Ass place.
Brody, that movie City of God, bro. I saw that movie City of God when I was like probably a teenager. I was like, that was the most gangster shit I've ever seen. It's all little kids too.
Yeah, I seen the white folks in fucking Afghanistan doing work, right? But they got kidnapped because they were so-called trying to convert them from Islam to Christianity. 100%.
You can't be fucking around with that.
What's wrong with them? They will kill you in the name of Allah.
Oh yeah, you better not be making fun of their religion, bro. They'll kill you on the spot.
They kidnapped their ass. They held their ass for ransom, but they end up coming home though on everything. They end up getting up out of there.
In the name of Allah, they came home. See that? Now they converted, didn't they? They're like.
Wait, so Brazil? Let's not get too far down that rabbit hole. Let's. All right, Chase. I got a weird one. Do you guys think it would be crazy having Gibbs and Monty together as RB1 and 2?
The guy that won AOB last year, that was one of his.
I'm not mad at it because there's a reason why Gibbs is at the back of the first round in these single drafts.
Yeah.
Right?
I wouldn't touch
people know that David Montgomery is going to get work. It's not like
exactly. I agree 100%. That's why I don't touch Gibbs, because the receivers that are in that range, they're hitters. And if you wait and you come back around, because Gibbs goes early second. So now you got to wait all the way, go back. And then the wide receivers that you get in there, as opposed to where you could have got.
You start to get into the Nico.
You could have got a Puka or or something like that instead of a Gibbs, and then got a Montgomery like a few rounds later, and then had that Detroit piece, and then potentially we're talking if we're talking single QB end of like the third round. I guess that might be where
he's in a draft. You're in a draft right now, aren't you?
I mean, Duke could always trade a Gibbs after the draft and then get a good WR, like an elite WR. I'm sure people now that Gibbs is cleared, like Gibbs is people take Gibbs.
Okay, let's talk about
exactly,
that.
Bro. Like, you'll be able to.
So actually tomorrow,
I'm pretty sure he's a full go.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll get the first mandated.
I seen that he's a full go. Fucking Dan Campbell said there's nobody on.
You're right. I'm in a draft, and he went 2-8. So
2-8. Wow, not bad.
So I mean, let's see, where did David Montgomery go? He might still be out there in the 8th round.
Wow. Yeah, he's kind of like, I don't know about how to feel about Monty this year because he was kind of touchdown dependent last year, and he's not really a PPR floor guy. So I'm just kind of like, I don't hate him, but I feel like he's kind of in that dead zone where I'm like, if I get him as a 3, I'm cool with it. But what up, Bogey?
Call me. Well, I'm just so excited you actually calling me. Hey, anyways, Monty, them double-digit tugs, them 13 tugs, they're not going to get away from that same way they didn't get away from it with Jamali Mall or even DeAndre Swift or whoever the fuck.
It is a good offense.
The thing is, though, bro, with them is with Monty last year, Monty finished as an RB2. He had 1,000 yards on the ground. It just like Spencer said, the floor of the PPR value is not there. But where he's going right now, like in the draft that I just did on Saturday, that motherfucker went in the 6th round. So if you get an RB2, maybe even a mid-level RB2 with high upside, just in case if Gibbs do go down in the 6th round, bro, you got yourself something nasty to where he is flex worthy. He's a flex worthy start right now, bro.
So and I'm pretty sure we would all agree as long as Gibbs is healthy, we're starting healthy. So
and one of the
answer the question, I would start both of them. I guess it's Monty or who.
And like how Kid has said, if you wanted to, you pass on
he went in the 5th, by the way.
Gibbs, even though that's a great ass debate. You can go ahead and start off with either a 0 RB strategy or a hero RB strategy, and you'll get 3 fire ass wide receivers, and you got consistent points with Monty if you're taking him as your first running back or your second running back, depending on what strategy you got. So it's a damn good play to have either one or to have both.
Because of the existence of Monty and Gibbs, and they always have a 1-2 punch in that Dan Campbell era, right? That they're the ones that actually hurt Jared Goff's touchdown totals because they're punching them hoes in. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about in a super flex having a third quarterback as like a Tua when you got Patrick Mahomes and a CJ Stroud?
I love it because they're fucking up letting you get that. You know what I mean? Shit, I'll take Tua as a third, and then like you feel me? Like I'm later on down the road if I'm trying to make a push, and then there's somebody that's QB needy.
Yeah, it's a trade chip. Yeah, at that point,
I mean,
yeah.
That's one of the keys of super flex, especially like in active leagues where like there is going to be trades that go down. Like you're having that third QB shit, that shit goes crazy.
Yeah, it's like in the leagues with the sharps, like the ones like the SBI and the all in, like it's like you can't if you take 3 QBs early, well, you're gonna really be suffering at running back and receiver. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I took my third QB. I think it was round 11 because it was like I was trying.
Yeah, you got wait. It's better to wait like the Danny dumbass.
When all else fails, that's kind of my rule. When all else fails, just take QB. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah, the Ginsu ones like that. Yeah, you just kind of like just
Derek Carr.
Take who's available. Yeah, Derek Carr's in that range. Russ, Fields, like just those ones in that range.
I don't like them as my second.
Drake May's another one. That's it's not a Geno. They're just, they're not sexy, but they are starting QBs. So. I mean, hell, I waited till Will Levis to be my second because I was loading up on receivers, and that was the SBI. To all in, I went QB back to back.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, just different strategies, but yeah, we look like we're caught up on questions for now. Y'all want to do this TFL shit?
The Tyrannosaurus Flex League.
Yes, sir. Oh, JD dropped off. Hopefully he'll.
Yeah, JD's in this league too, so you know what I
mean. Right. Yeah, let's shout out the league here. We've got that's you, Bogey, right? Sexy Flexy.
Yes, that's me. SF for Sexy Flexy.
Yep, and we've got these bitches love Bosa. And
shout out to Young Neff. That's my man Devontae.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Devontae. Yep.
Yeah,
we got Kidda in this joint. I have the best balls.
Yes.
Hell yeah. We've got you. Pause. You owe me.
Yes, like I agreed. Like, yes, he does. Pause. I mean,
you owe me.
Yeah, that's Candlestick.
Oh, that's Candlestick. Yeah.
Shout out to bro.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is Dennis, hung like a Viking.
I mean, it's either Dennis or Kev because Viking Kev's in here too. But yeah.
Oh, for sure. And we got One
there you go,
Obi-Wan. One Obi-Wan. Okay.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Obi-Wan. You feel me? That's the wise man's cousin. You know what I mean? He's a former champ in his league, as myself. Like
Okay.
Myself.
Okay. This isn't me, but we've got a guru talk up in here.
Yeah, that's the reigning champ, man. Shout out to my man Bosquatch, man.
Oh, okay. He must be part of Guru Nation.
Hey, man, y'all heard of Bogart Scott Free. He's Bosquatch the Bogart. You feel me? Let's go.
And we've got, do you know Elway to San Jose?
Yeah, do you know Elway to San Jose? You know what I'm saying? A shout out to my man Eastside Eric, man. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Eric. And we got Steamboat in this thing. He's saying, it's rigged. I'm getting the top 3 pick. Hack the system. Oh, shit. Right. Hey, yeah, stop cheating.
Well, I mean, like we can do this. We know how this works. If you want, just drop some numbers, and we can.
No, we are gonna drop some numbers, so we're gonna get some chat involvement here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, and we got the Guccini Max JP. Shout out to the fella, and Forevermore. That's a familiar name. Who is that?
The wise man Forevermore. Let's go.
That's Iffy. Okay.
That's a big if. You feel me?
Yeah. Okay. I thought that was Iffy. And then our last but not least, show me your TDs.
Yeah, that's who is that? That's got to be the Viking King. That's
gotta be okay. Whoever he is, he's all over the place. I've seen that team everywhere.
Yeah, show me your TDs. You know,
oh shit, Peacock's back here too.
I've lost
what up, Peacock?
Yeah, I was just chilling, watching y'all.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I gotta get this race kicked off here. All I gotta do is hit the button.
NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Let them know, man.
Final day of the sale happening now. $12 t-shirts, 40% off the entire website.
I'm about to get me some.
My Smokey the Bear joint.
Yeah,
that's up.
Only you can keep it.
Only you can keep it lit, says Smokey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, only you can keep it lit, and the whole thing's on fire.
This shit is funny.
Yes. Go.
Go. Oh, whoops, that's on loop. My bad.
Oh yeah. I was saying you can keep it on loop. We can just talk between it.
Just keep it on the whole time.
All right. All right, do this race.
Okay. Oh, hold on. We gotta let's input some things.
Oh, I added 2 and 8 and 2 and 7 for the min max shit.
Okay.
I mean, I can go. Be all good with that? I mean, I just had done it to where.
Go back and fucking start it all over. Let's get our fucking crew involved. Let's shout out some damn numbers.
All right, so what do we got here? We got the yards per carry.
Oh, it fucked up. I'm gonna have to God damn it! I'm gonna have to retype all the fucking names.
What? Fuck you, 100-yard rush. Why can't
you? Fuck them. Oh no, they're saying it redeemed itself. It redeemed itself. All right, all right. We're sorry, 100-yard rush. We love you.
We love you, 100-yard rush.
Yeah, 100-yard rush. Give me money.
Yeah, all right. How many times y'all want to shuffle this?
Shout out to the future sponsor of our show, 100-yard rush.
Yes.
Wait,
sir.
did it say? Hold on. All right. Oh, I got a. Okay. All right. Let's make sure, because it's not show. It's weird. It's not showing the name, but it is.
Because you're not even in this league.
I hope it. All right, how many times do I want to shuffle this damn thing?
Shuffle that bitch 7 times.
13.
Right. 13 for good measure.
Yeah, right. We like that lucky number 13.
Well, let's hope the name. I don't see the names, so we might have to start it over. But
okay, if I can do it.
If we have to start it over, we'll start it over. No luck adjustment. Fuck that. All right, minimum, maximum for the yards traveled.
4.
4 and for the minimum, and then for the maximum.
Somebody says
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, is the chat chiming in?
Let's do 6. I want to see the
9.
struggle.
6, okay. Oh god. Well, at least it's 4. So the minimum.
For your life.
Seconds per rush.
He said 10 on the other one.
10 max.
Oh, max it. Okay.
Max.
4 and 8, max it for this too.
Put one of them really slow.
Okay, we could do the minimum 4 and the maximum 5.
There it is. Bong.
And then speed, normal, fast, faster, fastest.
Oh, normal. For sure.
Let's go normal.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't.
A grueling
well,
race.
yeah, it's. I don't think it didn't save the teams for some reason. God damn it. Yep. Yeah, I have no idea who's who. All right, I'm just gonna say fuck it and start it over.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, that's weird.
Can someone read me the teams? That would help it go quicker. Sexy Flexi, I know that one. That's Bogey.
Oh, JD, I sent that thing to you. You got it in front of you?
Guccini Max got that.
I sent you like the screenshot of the thing.
Oh yeah.
Best balls. It's Kidda.
We got these bitches love Bosa.
Ooh, these bitches love Bosa. That one goes hard.
Hey, real talk. It was funny because I had to think twice. I'm like, where's that from? Like, oh, that's Chief Keef.
Yeah, that Chief Keef joint loves Sosa. Yeah.
My nephew's probably like.
All right, quick playmakers. Who do you like, Roquan or Bobby Okereke?
Roquan.
I like Roquan. There's a case to be made for Bobby though. But
Bobby's nice, but I'll take the sure thing in Roquan.
Yeah, and I'll swing around and take Bobby if he's there.
Yeah, but Roquan's ADP is almost certainly higher to where I'd probably go him.
I just, what's crazy is like Bobby.
I mean, we're playing start 5 linebackers. That's how I roll. So I got the Zaire Franklin, and then now I'm going Rich Homie Roquan. Hell yeah, let's do it.
Rich Homie Roquan.
That's who I had queued up. I just wanted to hear it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just need to know that I'm on the right path.
Forevermore. Spencer.
Yeah. All right, bet Forevermore.
Hung like a Viking.
Iffy. Dennis.
Pause.
That's a big pause, my boy.
That's a big one, bro.
Big pause, my boy.
You know me, you owe me.
Candlestick in the building.
All right.
We got Obi-Wan or one Obi-Wan.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the form. Hey, see, that's a debatable one too, though. That one will always go down in history because that was the goddamn DeMar Hamlin shit, and that was against JD. That was against you, and you had the Jamar Chase Burrow stack, and you were only down 70 in the QB premium. Like that is kind of cake.
That's who I played right there.
Yeah.
Oh my mama.
He said, "Why'd you bring it up, Bogey?"
Oh yeah, his shit's Forevermore, all caps. Okay.
We got show me
else we got. Oh yeah, show me your TDs.
Yeah. That's a clever pun on "show me your tits."
A fact.
For those that don't know.
Yeah, we got Guru Talk. I remember that one.
And then we got Do You Know Elway to San Jose?
Mm-hmm. He's a big diehard Broncos fan.
Orange Crush
from San Jose.
Ooh,
man! Shout out to my man Eastside.
Yeah, and Steamboat. Yeah,
diehard Broncos fan.
Yeah, and he a dope lyricist too. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, we be getting down back in the days, man. Shout out to OTH. The memories we'll always have the good memories. Did a lot of DMT over there too, and other things.
Allegedly. All right, here we go. Shuffled. How many times?
13. Fuck it, we're going with
it. Shout out to Brock.
Every day.
Shout out to Brock.
Minimum yards traveled.
4.
We had 4, 6.
Just go with the one. No, we had 10.
Did we have 10?
Yeah.
Bogey wanted 10. And 4 and 5, I think, for the second.
5, yeah, and it was.
And then this was normal.
Yeah.
I like fastest.
Nah, that shit looks goofy. Put it on normal.
Nah, I like it fast. Fuck it. It gets it over with.
You know what? Take that max all the way down to the lowest.
We didn't know. Hurry. What are you talking
Go
about?
opposite of the max. Go to the
They
lowest.
go too slow at normal, in my humble opinion.
They're in the snow. They're in the mud, all of it.
It's y'all's deal. I ain't tripping. I'll just say what I like. But yeah, do it. All right, that's it. All right, it's set. Let's do
I like
it.
the normal.
Let's get some
3, 2, 1. They're off.
Yes. Which one is
They're all stuck in the mud.
Oh shit! Yeah, they were in Matrix for a little while, huh?
Yes.
Shit. Fuck.
Somebody.
How I expected
Oh
it.
shit! Woo! Look at that.
This shit is rough, y'all. They're treading through that rough muck, bruh. Who's gonna push through the muck? Iffy and and Candlestick off to the big start, and Guru Talk look like the top 3 so far.
Shit.
Bringing up the rear is Show Me Your TDs and Elway to San Jose are bringing up.
Come on, give me the 5th pick.
There they go. Forevermore. They're pushing. Paddle, baby, paddle. Guru Talk in the lead, coming to the 10-yard line. Who's gonna push through?
The sexiest.
Who's gonna push through? Candlestick saying fall back. Yeah, his guy's moving. He might win. Candlestick, Iffy, photo finish. No, Guru Talk won.
4th. Okay.
Guru Talk wins it. Got first pick, and now they're all piling in.
Get a turnaround. Give me at the turnaround.
Who got the last joint? Oh, bitches love Bosa.
Hey, he gets the first double up. He ain't
mad. Yeah, bitches love Bosa. Got a good spot. So, all right, here's the order: Guru Talk, Forevermore, Candlestick, Kidda, Show Me Your TDs, Steamboat, 1 OB1, Bogey, Elway to San Jose, Dennis, JD, and Bosa.
Since I ate all that food, I drank a beer.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I have no complaints.
What? Bloody Mary.
For the Bloody Mary.
Damn. With the bacon strips in it, you know what I mean? And the celery.
Oh shit! Yeah, I had a Bloody Mary, bro. I'm not gonna. I don't really get down with those like that. I mean, they're not terrible, but I'm just like,
that's when the Bloody Mary comes.
That shit's a whole nother experience.
Like a meal.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't know.
Bacon strips in it, man.
I know it's like it's so much going on, where I'm just kind of like, I don't know, but I mean, I can see why people get down with it.
What is the beers where they put the tomato juice in it?
I hate those. Right, those chiladas. Oh,
yeah, I actually bought one of those on accident, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. For the chugging contest. Shout out to Seven and Piggy and all that. They did that chugging contest back like. During quarantine,
in that thing.
And I thought, yeah, you were in it. You played it smart. You were chugging Bud Light. That's what I should have done. But my dumb ass got Modelo. Well, because someone in the league was saying, like, "Oh, we need to all have the same beer," and they said Modelo. But at that point in my life, I wasn't too familiar with Modelo, so I just picked the first thing off the shelf that said Modelo. And it was fucking Modelo Chilada. The shit was like tomato juice. I got about like a quarter of the way through, and I thought I was gonna throw up, bro. I couldn't. You know what's funny is I just took the L on that, boy.
I was like, I'm gonna find my beer bong because I swear to God, if I hit the beer bong with it, I'm just gonna be number one, right? Then I'm digging around in my garage. I find a beer bong. It is so grimy. I'm like, all right, never mind.
Oh yeah, I got a Das boot. I got this thing shaped in a boot where you could fit a bunch of beer and chug that shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Das boot, baby. Shout out to the homie Lucas.
Hey, I used to be during the Tebow days. Remember when Tebow was a thing?
Mm-hmm.
You used to hit that beer bong, you hit the Tebow.
Oh yeah, hit the
Hit that Tebow on the one knee, bro.
Tebow time. Yep.
Yeah.
He was a badass in Florida.
Bro, we used to run through cases of
you ain't lying, Candlestick.
Beer bong era. I'll put like 3-4 of them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Then when you're extra drunk, you start getting real ambitious. Put a shot of Tron in it too.
Whoa.
Oh,
geez. That's ambitious, yeah.
I'm skinny too, so you just feel it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they got some science experiments going on. And the candles, they have bubble guts, boy. That shit ain't a joke.
Rumbling like a motherfucker in there.
Yeah, you might even talk about the Mentos, bro. The chiladas, man.
God damn, don't even remind. I have not drank one of those since. I'm traumatized.
They got the favorite chiladas now, though. They got mango. What else they got? They got a few flavors in it. Also, they got Modelo Fresca, little like type shit with alcohol in it too.
Oh,
that's what's up.
Yeah, my wifey drink that shit.
Yeah,
I literally picked the worst option.
I drink tequila and beer
off
at the
the
same
shelf.
time.
I was on the whiskey beer wave. Yeah, like yesterday I had the whiskey going and chased it with Miller High Life, the cheap beer. You know, I was fucking with
Never
that.
drink
Cheap
too long.
beer? Cheap beer, natural life.
Oh yeah, bro.
Look, they rebranded it. It don't look like beer pong beer no more.
Right? Yeah, they want to be more
classy. At a bar.
Yeah, we ran through like 2 cases of that shit back in the beer pong days. We get them fucking natty lights, bro. We probably pounded like 60 of them things. Same with the PBRs, bro.
He said 60.
Between like the group of us. Yeah, bro.
Jeez.
Bro, I remember back in the day, Natural Light used to go down 18 per. Like we were fucking like a squad. We came in, we got in the liquor store. We said, we buying all of your fucking beer.
Yeah, we had about 5 of us. So we were down at least.
This was for me.
We're in a 12-pack deep.
That one over there is for him. Hey, guess what? We got handles. We get turned.
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah, we used to. Yeah, we
come on. Okay, so
treat that shit like fucking water,
playmakers.
bro.
We got a question. It's Curtis Samuel or Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo. Curtis has turf though, bro. I wouldn't fuck with him.
Oh no. Hey, Curtis Samuel knows how to get a bag and just get hurt.
Samuel's my God. I just would rather for week 1. I would rather go with Dobbs with the safer play 100%.
Yeah, I think.
For week 1, he's talking draft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, week 1 definitely Dobbs. Like, but even for draft's sake, I go Dobbs because he's turf toes, bro. Like Steamboat's with us on that. Turf toes can linger, so I'd just go ahead and go with the player that's. Here he is. Well, we'll give him a minute to set up, but we've got ear to the streets getting set up, y'all. So stay tuned. We're gonna have news for y'all in just a minute.
Right now, bro.
What's up?
I didn't hear about that. Samuel got turf toe.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that until just now too.
Yeah, it happened. He should be good for week 1, but it's one of those things where I'm just a little leery.
Damn near all year.
Because it could.
I'm not hating the Dobbs. I love Dobbs too. By the way, I got him starting on.
Okay, 6 minutes. Okay, ear to the streets in 6 minutes. All good, bro. Yeah,
you know who I did pick up, and I know it's gonna be a really good. Somebody's gonna like the fact that I picked up Chase Brown, and
I like that.
That's the first Chase Brown share I think I own anywhere, and it's in a free league. I was like, I felt like, whatever. I'll just fucking pick up the Chase Brown under the idea that like something could happen to Zach Moss, and all of a sudden we got a true RB1. But that to me is. Would anyone be surprised
if anything happened to Zach Moss?
I have more Zach Moss than Chase Brown, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but that's just me personally. But I could totally see the idea that like, if Chase Brown is waiting in the background to like just become the RB1 in Cincinnati, and that's a damn good piece to have. So if any of these guys gets hurt and you have the other guys, watch out. You might have the league winner with one of those backs.
Oh, there he is.
Put up some points.
Yeah, because their defense isn't the best. Yeah, I like Joe Shiesty to bounce back this year for sure. And then the running game, it's just if they're a committee, though, it could kind of hurt each other.
Yeah.
But if one would go down, then the other one will really be good. But let's bring in ear to the streets, y'all. Wait, what happened? Oh, did you try to hit it, Peacock?
You got to hit it. Welcome aboard,
ladies and gentlemen. Ear to the streets.
What's up?
The ear to the streets.
What's up, Bogey?
What's up,
Kiddo? What's up, JD? What's up, Peacock? And what's up, Spencer? We're 2 days away from kickoff, man.
He just came from the streets.
Yes, I did come from the streets.
The ear to the streets, baby. He's got all the news for us.
What you got for us? Ear to the streets.
I'll start off with some happy news from Mr. Bogart scot-free.
Okay, all right.
Well, Mr. Trent Williams is basically signed. He's ready to report. They're just getting over some final details.
Called it.
Yes, that
is good news for all of
he wouldn't have played any preseason and all that anyway. He wouldn't have done training camp, all that shit. He would have just been cooling anyway. So it works, I'm not afraid about how he's gonna come up and perform right out the gate. He's fucking Trent Williams, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. He knows how to play football, and if there's talks in the football world that he might be the best football player in the league.
I mean, now that Aaron Donald retired.
Okay. And then you got Ricky Pearsall's already lifting weights 48 hours after getting out of the hospital.
Hey, shout out to my man Ricky, bro. He grabbed the gun.
Rick, bro.
Okay, I got a question. About that situation, right? So this whole all season, before that shit happened, what was bro going through? He was in and out on and off the practice field. We might have been thinking he might have been lightweight injury prone already. Here it is now.
He got
here
shot.
to the street say, bruh, lifting weights 48 hours after he then took one. Hey man, all that little speculation about him being injury prone, man, fuck that, man. Y'all better put some respect on that boy name first. Thank God, 100%.
Yeah,
bruh, hey, he's a savage, 100%.
Hey, he still got his watch too. I will say,
yeah, he may keep that Rolex.
I will say, all you kids out there, I just give up the jewels, man. Just run the jewels, man.
Ricky,
yes,
sir.
Ricky's gonna miss the first 4 games. Also, he's on the NFL list.
Ricky, Slick Rick. Oh, we got a question. Oh Lord, okay, we'll go quick with this and we'll get it over with. Kickers. Tyler Bass, a good start. Do you have a better streamer option? I mean, as long as they have a good, they play the Cardinals. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think it's a good start.
Yeah, definitely. Good
Check
matchup.
out if Moody is out there, and then if homie Zerline, because they're Monday night guys. Just drop the fool, pick up a goddamn fucking bench player, and then if they're both out there or one of the guys out there, then pick him up. And then if you need him, you have him. If you don't, you got an extra fucking bench player. Like that, like this kicker fucking bullshit. Like I don't know why people still play. Like you don't need the kicker,
bro.
I hate kickers.
The thing is, like, I'll just say, like, a lot of leagues, those kickers, I mean, those are good kickers. Those tend to be picked up. But I do see your point about, you could just get one of them for Monday night. But
or even
with
like
Tyler Bass, though, if he's your guy, I mean, some people have loyalty to kickers. If he's your guy, he's got a good matchup.
Yeah. And as for the Bengals, Jamar Chase Jeremy Fowler from ESPN reported they're very close to a deal, a long-term deal. But Bogey and I were talking via text message about the Cincinnati Bengals are selling their TVs at their stadium.
Oh, they're trying to get as much bread as they can.
Their TVs
to the pawn shop.
That is ridiculous right there. That's TVs, bro. Status. They're on offer up, putting the stadium like on sale.
What the? Okay, look at
what
this.
the fuck?
Crazy.
That shit's crazy.
To pay bro.
Come on, man.
24 to 39 inch
Go
TVs,
support your
$30.
team. You're not selling it out. Fuck.
40 inch to 49, $40. 50 inch to 55, $50. 56 to 85, $60.
Now that's some news. That's the ear to the street, y'all. You hear this? You ain't gonna hear anywhere else.
If y'all want your Jamar Chase shares in Dynasty to be secure faster, go ahead and buy you a TV from the Cincinnati Bengals because they selling all the TVs.
Now that's great.
All the bread to pay Jamar Chase.
Oh my lomas.
Man, that's terrible. That's terrible. As Derek, I wish Derek was here in the panel. That's terrible. That's terrible.
That's terrible, man. Terrible. Oh, we got one from James Devlin. What up, James? I have a quick question. What are you guys' projections for A-Chain? And secondly, do you guys think Rashee Rice will be suspended this year?
No.
I got him in the 6th round.
That's a great
value. And
great value, the 6th.
Stand up and take a bow for that Rashee Rice.
Rashee.
I got him in both money leagues. Good value. I mean, could he get suspended this year? Yes, depending on how the speed of the legal proceedings. But the way they're looking, it's looking like as of now he probably won't. So I think that's a great value. So lock that in, bro. Rashee, that's a good shit. But A-Chain, I think is going to be kind of inconsistent. I think by the end of the year, as long as he's healthy, he'll be a low-end RB1. But week to week, it's going to be kind of a roller coaster, I feel like. So just be prepared for that. Try to get a lot of floor guys in your lineup, because A-Chain's going to be kind of volatile more than likely, I would say.
So depending on how you set up your league, if you have returns, I have a feeling that Achan is gonna get his fucking ass back there returning kicks, punts, anything in between. Like, get this guy the ball. We got to win these games, and the best guy to fucking return a kick nowadays. This is the current NFL. Whoever is the best option, they should be doing the job. So, unfortunately, for a lot of special teamers, you just got pushed out of the way by an actual starter on offense. But if I was McDaniels, I would definitely be throwing Devin Achan out there, fucking
for sure.
Every time.
I mean, one thing is like he is the third. I mean, you would assume like when they're going hurry up, he would be like real good in hurry up because he's a little, he's a little scat backish, right? But like he also can't pass pro. I don't know. I'm just assuming that because he's a little fucker. You know what I mean? So like there is going to be a rotation, and we're going to need to bank on some efficiency. But in the McDaniels era, you can bank on efficiency. Like they're
exactly
good, dude. Like all across the board, nobody's getting real crazy high volume, but they're all hitting pay dirt. So but I personally would never.
Oh yeah, you're good. He's got Brees as his RB1. Yeah, I love Achan as a 2. Yeah, you're G, James. You're G.
Yeah, you're G.
Oh, yeah, that's a damn good investment in running backs. Even though I'm not on the Achan train, but shit, he definitely got his
expensive.
Right, Jamar playing week 1.
That's up in the air right now. I'm seeing mixed signals. I'm seeing mixed things right now. He may miss week 1.
Somebody better buy a TV, goddammit.
They're gonna need a lot more than one TV, Bogey.
They need to sell all those TVs, man.
That's right.
Return yards up 350% from last season.
All them flat panels.
350% in the preseason.
Bag, whatever. We're gonna do it.
I think I read it.
That shit just fucking cracked me up, man. Cincinnati, go get yourself something nice.
Adonai Mitchell, the rookie from wide receiver from the Colts, is going to be their primary slot receiver.
Oh, big slot. Okay.
Big slot.
Adonai Mitchell.
Oh, that's a high percentage.
Big slot. And Josh Downs is going to be out early. Damn.
80 is a talent.
I wish I had a few shares of him.
I really like his fucking build.
I think that's going to be PPR stuff underneath or near the line of scrimmage for a while.
And the Ravens just restructured Roquan Smith's contract.
Yeah, I mean they just paid Mad Buki too, so this is all to get cap friendlier. You know what I mean?
Mad Buki ain't going by Justin no more. He's going back to his native name.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name now?
He changed his name.
Please forgive me.
I think it's not.
Please forgive me. His roots were he from Nigeria, so it's Nigerian.
Nigerian.
I think it's Namdi. It's Namdi.
He just changed his name.
Matabuke.
Namdi Matabuke.
Yeah, the Mad Books is what we call him.
Yeah, that just happened. That literally just happened. Good looking, JD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he changed his name to what? Nadami.
Namdi. I put it. Yeah, it's I think it's remember Namdi Asamoah. I think it's the cornerback. I think that's that same name.
I mean, Asamoah was a bad motherfucker.
He really was. He was like an all-pro corner for a while with the. Yep, it's the same spelling. Namdi. Namdi. Namdi Matabuke.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's dope too is because they be rocking the things too on the international weeks. They rock the flags on their helmets now, or international month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Bill Belichick with Croatia because he has some Croatian roots.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he had the Croatian flag patched on his. We're about to get a heavy dose
to old BB, bruh.
Yeah, he's gonna be on like the pregame show and shit for different. Which really network is he on? Fox.
It's Fox, but I think he also has something with ESPN.
Oh, the Mannings. Yep.
Yeah, he got some with McAfee too.
McAfee also, yeah.
He's gonna be on McAfee once a week.
The evil emperor, bro. Let's go.
Also, maybe he does work for ESPN.
Hey, did you guys see where McAfee was in Ireland and he said he was off 100 milligrams edible during the show?
Oh shit.
College game day. Yeah, he was fucked up.
Man, no, for his show though.
Oh, for his show.
For his show when they were in Ireland, he might have did College Game Day as well.
I think he was just drunk. He was just drunk on College Game Day.
He was off 100 he was off 100 milligram edible, bro. I seen the clip
for his show, not the College Game Day. Is what I was just correcting.
On his show. That's what the clip was.
Yeah. Yeah, on his show. Okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I was like, man, he'd really be bold to do an edible on College Game Day. Man, sit next to Nick Saban and you're on 100 milligram edible.
Let's go. Wow. He really wanted to take in some knowledge. You know what I mean? He's like, listen, I am the student. Yeah. You know, I fuck with Saban though. Like, see, Saban, watch this, bro. Belichick, when he goes and coaches somewhere, he's gonna bring Saban with him, bro. Watch, bro.
Shit, it's possible
right now too.
Yeah, they're good friends. So, we got a question here from James. Who is one player no one is talking about what will be on championships this year? Championship teams this year, kind of like a James Conner 2019, James Robinson 2020, Tank Dell last year.
Puka last year. Targets or later round targets. I'm gonna go on a limb here and I'm gonna say my man Romeo Dobbs, bro. You know what I mean?
Josh Palmer. You know,
man, you already know. You know I'm a Brian Robinson fan, man. I think this is the year that Brian Robinson makes his name, bro.
Rico Dowdle. I fucking love Rico Dowdle.
Rico Suave. Yeah, they did this.
Jalen Wright.
Jalen Wright, yeah, that's a good one.
Those Miami backs is gonna get hurt. He's gonna take over and not give it up.
Somebody can get hurt easily too. You got a little ass fucking Achan, and then you got Mostert who actually stayed upright for the first time in his career.
Exactly. And then shit, I mean, Jordan Mason potentially.
Oh, don't you say that.
That's bad news for the.
You're not starting Jordan Mason. If you have Jordan Mason, sit his ass in your bench. Please do not fucking start Jordan Mason.
I'm not saying to start him. I'm just saying in case something happens to McCaffrey. He's just a good stash to have. It's good insurance policies. But yeah, as far as guys that are set up to immediately thrive, Josh Palmer, yep. Oh, and he got him in the 12th round. Good looking, bro.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a nice little take.
We also could have Spencer. We also could have football 5 days a week.
Oh yeah, lay it on us, man.
The NFL could soon look to start the season with games on Labor Day weekend. There will potentially be games scheduled on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
So Monday to Monday.
Christ. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. I think that's too much.
You know how many people's drafts? There's gonna be so many people camping. Like if you're in Cali, camping there that weekend. They're like, God damn it!
Yeah, keep Mason stash for sure, bro. He's like one of the top handcuffs of the year.
That's him. Never drop him. No.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't drop him.
JD, how did your draft go this weekend?
Yeah, hey man, we kicked it, bro. That motherfucker was live, bro. 100%. We kicked it like a motherfucker, but that fucking humidity out there, it whooped the shit. I'm still whooped from it. I ain't even gonna lie, dog. Right when
that's what I go through that every day here in South Louisiana. Our humidity is different down there. But it might not be as bad as Cabo.
I'm from the South Bay, bro. I'm from the Peacock.
Bro, right when you get dressed and you came out your room, you was already my t-shirt was
sweating already. Yeah, been there, bro. Been there.
Yo, for sure.
Been there, done that,
bro.
Yeah.
Everything, but that shit was cool though. It was nice and beautiful out there. The hospitality was wonderful, man. We kicked it like a motherfucker. Only bad thing that I had one of the worst heartburns ever. I couldn't sleep one night. Got up throwing up and shit because of the heartburn. Man, that shit fucked me up, dog. Oh, man, I had to go get Tums and shit.
Oh fuck, yeah, bro.
But other than that, man, that lit.
Yeah,
bro, that's dope. Cabo.
Here's some cowboy news for you. There's rumblings here in Texas saying that Rico Dow could be expected to be the #1 running back coming out of Dallas this year.
Yeah, I mean, Dalvin Cook's too old, Zeke's too old, Deuce Vaughn's too small. So.
Yo, for sure.
And then when you watch it, like I urge people to actually go out and watch film. And when you watch Dowdle's film, he looks like a fucking Pacheco. So if you like Pacheco, there's no fucking reason why you don't like Dowdle because they run the exact same fucking way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he goes hella late to where it's like you're not really taking much of a risk by drafting him. It's low risk, high reward. So yeah, you can't argue with the Dowdle take. I mean, that's one of them things to where like it's like the Josh Palmer thing. It's like you're getting these guys so late that it's like even if they don't necessarily blossom, it's not costing you, and it's better to go with guys with a path to blossom, and I mean, rather than like let's just say like a Brandon Cooks. It's like I mean, someone like that is like he's been around, you know what that is. Like I mean, it's like yeah, Tito's. I don't think that's news. That was a recent development though with the blurb. I did see that blurb yesterday. So,
and then you have CEH missing his first 4 games because of his PTSD.
Yeah, well, I think that's a real thing. Didn't he witness someone get shot?
Yeah, he witnessed some whole thing. So that means, what are you saying? Steele's going to be the RB2 here?
Steele or P. Ryan. P. Ryan's probably going to be it because he's
going to be the every down third down back, I believe. From what I read, he was to be the third down back.
Yeah, P. Ryan. Like Carson Steele, I got him stashed in a league. I got him in the last round, so you never know. And that's Peacock's guy. Yeah, Peacock's got him stashed in a lot of leagues. So
I have everywhere.
Isn't it Steele and Prince?
And you see H was like having
Steele and P. Ryan. I don't think they kept Prince.
Yeah,
I think Prince is on their practice squad.
Prince It was released. CEH had the mental issue.
Yeah, he's out for 4 weeks. He's out. Yeah.
And then to me, P. Ryan's like an old ass, like catch the ball and like not really do too much with it. I think McKinnon is actually
like Theo Riddick or Danny Woodhead or some shit.
And the guy there is Carson Steele, so I feel like the door is like now that the CEH stuff happened, I feel like the door is wide ass open for him.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
Yeah,
I have some week 1 news on players for Thursday and Friday. Dallas Goedert is good to go.
Okay.
Jordan Addison has a chance to play week 1.
You know what?
Hopkins is preparing to play for week 1. Question mark. He's still a question mark.
What up, AJ?
I wouldn't play D-Hop that injury right now if I was a D-Hop owner.
And
at least be prepared. What up, AJ? I'd be prepared to have him not have a really great game or anything like that.
Exactly. They're expecting Tyler Lockett to play in the opener. Jalen Warren's good to go for week 1. And Josh Downs has progressed well enough to be a game time decision for week 1.
That's good news for the Colts.
Yep.
Yeah, that could kind of put a damper on that Adonai Mitchell in the slot though. Because I think when Josh Downs is healthy, he's their slot guy.
I was like, if I was the Colts, I'd rather play the fully healthy AD Mitchell versus the Texans, to be honest.
Yeah, give Downs an extra week to heal. Yeah, if I had to guess, they probably won't play Downs. They'll probably let Mitchell get a chance in the slot, and then, maybe when Downs comes back, they could maybe kick him outside. I don't know.
And here's some
but he's a smaller target, so. But I think they could both eat. If A-Rich is as good as JD thinks, and all 3 might eat.
CeeDee Lamb is going to be on a snap count Sunday.
What?
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
all the news out of there, they're saying that he looks fucking like ripped and ready to go and fucking as good as
that's probably a smoke screen, honestly. They say that.
When you're an elite talent, it's not something that you need to go out there. The fucking practice, the practice don't mean shit. Like,
he's been working out on his own.
As long as you know the cadence and the actual terminology and the play calls, you're good. Like, so
yeah, he'll be on a 99% snap count. Yeah. Yeah, they'll play. They'll make it. He won't be a starter. They're gonna say they're starting 3s: Brandon Cooks, Jalen Tolbert, and Flournoy. But then as soon as they take that first snap, they're gonna put CD in there, and he'll play the rest of the motherfucking game.
Yeah, he's gonna feed. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fucking eat. There's no.
Yeah, don't buy that shit. No. Sometimes the news is like, and I appreciate you reading it, Lee, but that's the thing. We have to like, read between the tea leaves, and that's one of them ones to where like, the tea leaves are definitely saying that's bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
any more?
No, there's nothing much, and if there's anything, basically, I'll let you guys know.
Okay,
but this basically narrows down the week 1s that are possibly playing, But basically, I haven't and anything else, I can just let you guys know in the feed.
Okay, yeah, sounds good, Lee. I'll let you kick it backstage.
Guys,
Appreciate you.
Order some food and enjoy. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, bro.
Playmakers tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
All right. All right.
Hell yeah. Our ear to the streets.
Ear to the streets, man.
Yes, indeed. PB and Jelly is saying, I am worried about guys like Lamb and Chase coming out and just going full sin, praying for those hamstrings.
Well, the thing is, they're professionals, so they're always ready. Like, the workout doesn't change. If they need to go sprint, they'll go sprint. You don't need to play football to go sprint. You always got the weight room. They're constantly in there every day.
Personal trainers.
Like when you're a professional athlete, things don't change. They stay on it. They know what they need to do to stay in shape, but they'll be fine. If you have hitters, don't be afraid to play them, because that's fantasy 101. If you got a Chase or a CD on your team, don't sit them. If they're playing, you're playing them.
100%. What up, Bakes?
What's up, Bakes?
Steve, whenever Lee isn't on the show, I just imagine him outside literally with his ear to the streets. Breaking news! Breaking news! Hell yeah. Shout out to our news guy.
News breaking.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. And shout out to Peacock for that graphic.
It's catchy.
Yes, I do fuck with. Oh, James wants our thoughts on his take. He had dropped a take earlier about JD5. He was saying, I think JD will be a top 5 QB with his rushing upside. May throw a lot of picks, but for fantasy, he will deliver.
Yeah, that's it. It's good outside chance of that happening. We'll just wait and see. Right? If he can deliver a little bit more in the passing than we've seen from guys in the past, like Lamar's epic, season where he was running the ball and tossing it around a little bit. If we can get maybe somewhere close to 3,500 yards, I think that he'll have a lot of fantasy points for us, just because of the rushing floor.
100%.
I think all he needs is like 46 or 38 rushing yards a game or something like that to deliver and break the top 10. So top 5 isn't out of the question if he really uses his legs a lot.
Yeah, 3,200 yards, 3,500 yards, and around 700 yards on the ground, bro, and maybe 30 combined TDs. Man, that shit should have him floating around as around top 7, top 5.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a low 20s passing TDs, but if he gets anywhere between 5 to 8 rushing TDs, that's really going to bring up the the fantasy points for him.
100%, bro.
Yeah, he definitely could. I could see the path. I don't think he'll be top 5 as a rookie, but I definitely think he could be top 10.
I haven't seen a Heisman Trophy winner who's been like less hyped over the years, so that's pretty cool. Like I feel like maybe that curse will it won't make its way over to the NFL so quickly.
Yeah, let's hope not. We got him and Caleb, former Heisman winners. Hopefully they come through.
And having what's Buddy's name over there? Having Cliff over there is a damn good situation for him as well.
Right? Yeah, Kyler was amazing with Cliff for fantasy. Yeah,
unknown offensive coordinator or up and coming offensive coordinator trying to make his name. Cliff has a name in college and in the NFL. Say what you want to say, he does. He can't put together an offense. So JD5 is in the right situation for sure.
Yeah, and Bakes, reports are saying that CMC is supposed to practice today.
Yeah, I seen that.
So it's looking like he'll be good to go. So just keep your Jordan Mason stashed, and if you have CMC,
keep in mind that is a cap grade
relevant.
For CMC. He'll probably take it pretty light, pretty easy, right? This week, just ramping up, making sure that he doesn't re-aggravate that, because once you re-aggravate it, you're back to square one, and he'd have to take probably a whole month off again. So you want to make sure that he's like close to 100% this week. Give him really light work. Don't even have him run full speed until maybe like Wednesday. What are we, Tuesday? So maybe
what up, Sean? Appreciate you, bro.
What up, Sean?
Friday.
Yo,
right. Yeah, you're right, Peacock. Yeah, he's gonna take it slow to start. It'll be a slow ramping up process.
Yeah,
but I think he'll be fine.
It's so easy to fucking recover off of as long as you give yourself the time.
Yeah, if you're trying to push the recovery, like you're never that thing it'll stay. You know, they're micro tears in your muscles, so those things need to fully heal before you.
That's how you bulk it up, bro. Like every time you go to the gym,
well,
you
that's
try to
also
tear your fucking muscle. You're like, oh yeah,
yeah. That's like you're pushing it to just slight soreness, not to like actual pain. You know, there's the difference.
I mean, I would
so
know.
he was in
This
that.
doesn't happen overnight. You see this? Yeah. Who are we talking about? I just jumped back in.
Jaden Davis from 20, and then in CMC with
you want to get us
is scary. Yes, I am a doctor. For those that don't know, and see this right here. This is a calf right here. See that? See this calf, right? It's connected to the knee. See that? Also connected to the foot, right? See that? Two things
the Achilles.
You can't run without.
Yeah.
You can't run without an ankle or a foot or a knee, let alone a calf. That was a freebie.
Wow.
That was a freebie.
Wow, Dr. Bogey, ladies and gentlemen.
I went to Harvard. Harvard Medical. Stanford Pre-Med.
I got a question from Sean. Biggest tight end sleeper this season. Yeah, I'm with Tina Ferg, bro. I think Fergie is that league-winning tight end.
I think my boy Cade Otten makes his name this year too, though.
Facts, bro. I got so much Cade Otten late, bro.
He's on the field constantly, and he's running out. So
I got him everywhere, bro. Cade Otten, bro. People sleep on him.
And look, man, go do yourself a favor and go watch my video on Cade Otten on the Heart to Start podcast YouTube channel.
Yep, game recognized game.
And
that thing in the chat, big bro.
I did some homework on Cade Otten, and he was one of my must drafts.
Yeah,
exactly.
you get him like for free. I mean, he's like free, and it's like he's someone that could easily be a back end tight end one, and you don't have to pay anything for him. Like, man, it's like wake up on wake your game up with Cade Otten, bro.
You ain't lying. I mean,
Steamboat saying Fryermuth or Musgrave. Yeah, those could be decent.
Those are good.
Those late
I like
round
the Fryermuth one a lot because anywhere. I mean, this goes back to Arthur Smith as a position coach. He was a tight ends coach. I mean, he was there when Delaney Walker was going crazy. Then he took over when they brought in LaFleur. You know what I'm saying? And they brought in the Jonnu, and you know what I mean, that's why I was excited for Kyle Pitts. And but then they used Jonnu. They're like, fuck it.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
They got Fryermuth, and the other guy is just a blocker.
Darnell Washington could
just
get
a
involved.
blocker. You know what I mean? He's just a blocker. So.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't do a whole lot at Georgia. Although the thing was, they had Brock Bauer, so he never really got his chance.
He was out there blocking.
Exactly. So hopefully Fryermuth eats, but I don't really trust anything with Arthur Smith. So I'd rather Cade Otten.
I do trust Russ when it comes to like getting in the red zone. Like I think 15 out. How many touchdowns did he throw last year? Because 15 out of them motherfuckers.
I think it was a 26-8 TD INT ratio somewhere around
and
there.
15 out of them.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton caught a ton.
But he didn't have a lot of yards.
In the red zone.
Right, it was kind of ugly. Yeah,
he just got into the end zone a lot.
Yeah, he had like 700 yards, a high 600 with the 10 TDs.
You know who always has a good amount of catches or targets and yards? Tyler Conklin from the Jets.
Yeah, he's a sleeper. Yeah, he might end up their number 2 receiving option.
Yeah, this is a non-PPR, so it's basically tied in
for the big tug.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, his question is Jawan Johnson, Conklin, or Cade Otten?
Yeah, I would go either.
In a non-PPR, yeah.
Either Conklin or Otten.
Conklin or
I'm going
Otten, yeah.
You could probably
I think I'm going Otten because the Commandos' defense still looks pretty rough. I know they got Dan Quinn now, but their defense is still not very good. So I'd lean Cade Otten, but I could see Conklin. Jawan Johnson, he was on the pup list all at camp. I wouldn't trust him.
I don't trust anyone. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So, well, I mean, yeah, these are all late round guys, but yeah, if I had to, I think I'd lean Otten. Well, you're the Jets guy, kiddo. What are your thoughts on the Conklin deal? As far as, do you think he's got a shot to be y'all's number 2 receiving option?
No.
That'd be
number 2
Mike Williams
is Breece Hall.
Breece Hall. Yeah, that's true.
Conklin, he's a nice piece to have. I unfortunately don't think the Jets are going to put up a whole ton of points, and that's where you get value out of your tight end is through the touchdowns. I think Breece Hall is going to get a lot of touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, he's going to get that fucking that true alpha treatment.
Like Devontae. Yep. Yeah,
if Aaron knows how to do anything, it's to force the ball to your best player. And Garrett Wilson is going to be a goddamn dude this year. And then Conklin, I don't hate the idea, but you're pushing tight end down the road if you're getting Conklin. Yeah. So what I like about Otten over Conklin is Otten runs routes no joke. He's top 3 route runner.
Will be down
the
there
efficiency wasn't there. The efficiency definitely was not there. But I like the usage, and I like to believe that Baker had a breakout season last year, and that it's going to translate to this year, and that team is going to feast with the new OC and just with the fucking hunger that team has. They want to get back to the playoffs. They want to win a Super Bowl. They got an easy ass division to fucking go through. It's all lining up for Tampa Bay to fucking be a goddamn competitive team this year. And just remember, long ago when they were in the playoffs, that team was fucking hard to beat. That was not an easy ass win against Tampa Bay. They were fucking they were hungry to get back into that Super Bowl, and they're even hungrier this year. So I like a lot of the Tampa Bay guys, like Rachaad White, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Baker Mayfield.
He has Godwin in his name.
And Kate
he
Otten,
delivered, damn it.
It's not it's not a competition for me. I would go Kate Otten over
Baker. You named everyone but Baker, didn't you?
No,
he named Baker. Kid loves Baker. That's a kid as a guy, Baker. I'm not as high on Baker as some because I noticed down the stretch, like against the Saints last year. Like, yeah, you can say that, but I watched the game though, and I mean, we figured Baker out the first game we faced him, he tore us up. He destroyed us. But the second game,
that fucking defense is gonna fucking be filthy, dude. I love the defense.
We figured his ass out to where they're the dark horse, I'd say, because Atlanta, everyone's jerking off Atlanta, big pause, but that thing is, it's like Atlanta is like it's every year in the NFC South, the theme is it's like Tampa surprises everyone, the Saints are mid, and Atlanta just straight up fucking sucks.
See,
that's usually how it ends up. That's been how it's been the past 3 years.
Yeah, I mean,
Tampa's won the division every year the past 3 years.
It's probably the most gettable division.
Yeah, so I mean, hell, my Saints might be able to get it because I mean, it's like no one's that good.
You got Derek Carr to worry about, though.
I mean, yeah, I'm not the biggest Carr fan, as y'all know, but we got a defense. I'll go to war with our defense. Our defense still has hitters. That's all from my rant the other day. Yeah, but we got hitters on defense. Like Demario Davis, bro. That motherfucker, he might end up a Hall of Famer, bro. Him and Cam Jordan, like. We got Hall of Famers on our defense. And then Honey Badger.
IDP leagues, Demario Davis, he goes undrafted sometimes. That motherfucker, you get him off the waivers or you take him the last pick of the fucking draft. He's gonna be useful.
Yep. And then we got a Breeze question. Y'all think Breeze gets 100 plus and a tug on Monday night? He did last year, I think.
Yeah, I would say a combined 100 yards. I don't know if he gets 100 yards on the ground. If he gets 100 yards on the ground, and we've seen how San Francisco, when we last seen him from the playoff run in the Super Bowl getting ran upon, bro, it's going to be ugly if we do give up 100 on the ground. But a total combined of 100 yards, passing, receiving, and rushing, hell yeah. And I think he gets in the end zone. 100%, bro. He's too much of a fucking mismatch.
Yep, and he's their freaking guy to where I think he gets that. What'd you guys say? Taysom Hill is a sleeper.
I don't know, bro. Like
I ain't fucking with him. I'm a Saints fan, but I'm not fucking with him for fantasy. We don't know what his usage is gonna be. I feel like his usage is too inconsistent.
I don't know. The goal line is where I saw, so it's just a little intriguing.
yeah, he's intriguing. I could see taking a late round pick on him, but it's like. I don't know. I think he's been around long enough now to where it's like I think he kind of just is what he is at this point. And then what have you heard about Spencer the Rattlesnake? Is Carr losing his job? I mean, I don't think, because it's like they are keeping him under wraps as far as they don't want to name him the backup, but they know damn well he's the backup over Jake Hayner. So I think if things go south by the second half at some point, yeah, he could definitely be starting. But if the team's winning, then they're going to stick with Carr.
My little man want to say what's up. Say what up.
Oh, what up, dude? His first pod appearance.
What's up? What up? Oh, that means hello.
What up?
What? He's like, what do you mean, what up? He's like the dude from the Guardians of the Galaxy, where he takes everything literal.
Drax.
Yeah, Drax. What up? What's up?
What's up there? What's up, dog?
What up?
A big hit? No. Not a big
yeah, no, I don't think so.
He's a big piece on. We're talking about McVay, and if we know anything about McVay, it's getting the ball in his playmakers' hands. So Kyron, Cooper Kupp, Puka, even homie fucking tight end, whatever the fuck his name is, off the top of my head, Parkinson. Stafford is gonna have a sleeper ass quarterback year. Like, you're getting him super late. That team is nasty.
Defense is bad.
We're happy about everything that the Rams ever do.
Hey, Dre, I agree with my brothers on here too. Just maybe a better question is if you want to maybe get a little bit more value in Kupp, because Kupp ain't too far off from what the volume Puka gonna receive too. So you ain't bad. You can put an investment in the Puka or put an investment in the fucking Kupp, bro, on my mama, and the rest of the Rams too, though, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think his involvement or his production is going down. And if it does, it's strictly injury, which is a risk for every single player in the NFL. Don't ever fucking draft on injury. That goes for CMC. Like, if you have the opportunity to get CMC this year, grab CMC. I know we got that fucking calf issue, and it's a scary injury. You got the knee and the ankle right at like that, the calf like is right in between them fucking pieces. So like, I know it's scary, but if he's already back at it and doing things, then that's a good sign for us as the fantasy community to just be confident with CMC, because the guy is a fucking player. Like, you have to know that by now, and if you don't, I'm sorry, you're gonna miss out. But don't worry about injury risk. Everybody's fucking risk for injury in football.
Yeah, you step on the field, you have the same probability of getting injured.
And you know what else too, bro? You can jump up and do a celebration and tear your ACL in the fucking Super Bowl.
Achilles.
Greenlaw? Yeah, hell yeah. Dre Greenlaw, right?
For joy.
Oh yeah.
He jumped for joy after we scored a touchdown and he tore his Achilles.
I forgot about that. Oh man.
And Kelsey went off the second half. It was a wrap.
Damn. Yeah, we got a question here. Just drafted his team first time doing fantasy. He's got Love, Etienne, A-Chain, CD, Ayuk, and Njoku, Flowers, Niners, D, Aubrey. That's very good, I'd say, for a first
team.
You
can thumbs up, my boy.
Yeah, man.
You did your thing, bro. You've been studying. You've been in the gym. It's like, okay, yeah, it don't, first time, no worries. We're going to still draft us a good team.
Well,
that's dope, bro.
You're right all season. You know what I mean? So be sure to sub up to all of
100%, bro.
Yep, yeah, you get all the latest waiver additions and trade candidates. Will have stock reports, buy low, sell high, and all that stuff. So yeah, good job there. Just a random kid.
Just a random.
Hell yeah. What we got here? Bakes has something for us. Ridley is looking like a league winner as his ADP. Nick Holes, new OC in Tennessee. And then they got the Callahans, coming from being the passing coordinator for the Jags. Connection is there. Yeah, I could see Ridley doing well. He's one of those good mid-round values. And then with D-Hop getting older, he's already battling a knee. So I got a few Ridley shares.
I don't like Will Levis. Like, I don't know how accurate of a pass.
Oh, you don't fuck with the Mayo man.
So okay, so
Mayo
Ridley
man.
runs a certain route, right? And you gotta fucking give it to him. Like if Will Levis is indecisive or not ready to pull the
he's the
trigger
timing
and just
receiver.
throw it to him and be ready, like Will Levis is a guy that just fucking throws the ball.
Yeah, he got big ass arm.
That's not a Ridley.
Yeah.
Ridley is a route runner.
Right?
So you gotta be getting the ball, going first read, ready, fucking throw it. Like that's not Will Levis to me. So the Ridley works on a good like team, like maybe Mahomes. If the Chiefs got out and went and got Ridley, then I would be like Ridley is a first round guy. But since he's playing with Will Levis, I don't give a fuck about Ridley.
He goes cheap though. That's why I'm like cool with it, because it's like I think working with the Callahans could help Will Levis. That's why I feel like he's pretty good 2 and Superflex if you wait on it 2. Because I think working with the Callahans, he will improve somewhat. But yeah, you just got to realize that the risk is baked in. You can't expect Ridley to be some WR1.
Yeah. We've seen it because everybody hyped up Trevor Lawrence to be like some great quarterback and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, and Ridley was. I mean, he
couldn't pull the trigger. He was more comfortable just going, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna throw it to a guy," and then not realizing that Ridley is gonna win, but you got to time it. Like the timing with Ridley is everything. He's gonna be able to catch the ball and get open. It's just having that quarterback that can, trust it and then let it go, because off the line of scrimmage, it's not really like super open.
On his hands.
Just the Mayo on his head.
Yeah, the Mayo man, bro. Yeah, the D-Hop, Ridley, Boyd ain't a weak trio. Yeah, Pollard should be productive. Yeah, the Callahan, bro, the Callahan.
Yeah,
It's got Brian Callahan as head coach, and let him know, Bogey, his pappy.
Yeah, I mean, his pappy
is
O-line. His pappy is he makes that offensive line a top 5 unit. You know what I mean? This is just what he's done historically. So maybe
shout out to Tony Pasta.
Forget about it.
The Texans are going to eat that division up. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what Titans do.
They can agree with that.
Fuck the Titans. Yeah, dude. I want no.
They got Ernest Jones now.
Oh man, and they got L'Jarius Sneed. Look at them.
They're making moves. I'll give them that. But yeah, a lot of times the team that makes a lot of moves like that takes them a while to gel.
He's gonna really love it in
maybe 2025 it could work out. But yeah, for this year it's probably gonna be rough because that division's good.
So we beat the Titans with backup quarterbacks twice last year. So
it's gonna be a little minute for them. But let's I'm about to have to slide, my G's, but I'll get this one more in before I have to go here. You think Jameson Williams breaks out this year?
Yeah.
So, I got the thing that I was thinking about dropping him for Dontavian Wicks, and I was like,
Now listen, man, Jameson Williams, bro. He if you just look at how the stretch of the year and how he played throughout the playoffs, and he was killing it, bro. And it wasn't like St. Brown was affected either. Like if they're a team that's going to be in a ton of shootouts, which I assume, because they're like a covering machine for the last couple of years, and last year they finally were good for real instead of just losing these games by less than a possession or whatnot. You know what I mean? So I do like Jameson a lot. I mean, he tore the ACL right late in was it that championship game or whatever it was in college, and then he gets drafted, starts the year on the pup. You know what I mean? We saw maybe a little glimpse of him his rookie year. Then last year was his sophomore year. He had all the bullshit with the Pete tested dirty, and then he gets the hamstring, and then it took a little, so we finally, I think he's arrived. I mean, let's not forget it was like him and Garrett Wilson were the guys, the highly touted guys over London, but the only reason London went where he went is because Jameson was coming off that ACL.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. It's just, will he get the volume with Amon-Ra, Laporta, and Gibbs there? I mean, he's gonna have to be efficient. He's gonna have to be an efficiency guy, and he was that at Alabama when he was healthy. So if he could ever get right, then yeah, I could see him breaking out. It's just like a lot of times he tends to go a little high for my taste because he's on that Detroit offense, so people kind of overpay. But if he would slip in your draft, I would take him in the 12th round or something. He has breakout potential, but Do I think he breaks out this year? Probably not. As far as I don't think he's gonna have like 1,000 yards or anything. But you never know. He could.
Let's play a little game. Jameson Williams or Jacoby Myers?
Jameson.
That's tough.
I'm taking Jameson because I want the upside.
I'm gonna take the Myers.
Yeah,
he never let me down.
Jacoby, my baloney as a first name. I got a lot of shares of him.
I've had him every single year that he's been in the NFL, and I've never felt like uncomfortable putting him in there.
Jacoby
PPR, honestly, I'd probably lean Jacoby baloney.
All right. Next one.
Uncomfortable, feeling about it.
You're right. Jameson Williams or Khalil Shakir?
That's another tough one. I'd probably lean Jameson, but that's tough.
I like Shakir over Jameson.
I think I like Shakir too because I want to tie my guy to Josh Allen. Because there's
more targets up for grabs there.
There's a lot of question marks with Josh Allen right now. So knowing that Khalil Shakir has at least some sort of background in chemistry, and then Jameson Williams, he's kind of been like a piece in Detroit whenever he's been out there, but not
a volume guy. He's got to be an efficiency. He's got to be an efficiency guy.
Yeah, he's got to make the big play. Like he's done that. We already seen it, and it's nice when it happens. But that's an Amon-Ra and the running backs and this Laporta. Like there's a lot of competition out there in Detroit. I need to see it first. If you ask me 4 or 5 weeks from now, and Jameson has been a dude, then I'm going Jameson for sure. Because talent-wise, Jameson has got him. But right now, at least I'm more comfortable with Shakir. That's just where I'm at week one.
Shakir could be like a 6-7 target guy. Would we be surprised?
Easy. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Hell no.
And Jameson, we might be looking at like a 5-6 target guy at max, right? So even if we're just splitting hairs there, but I would say Jameson is going to be the guy who has the far big play ability, right? But by definition, the reason why Jameson Williams is being thrown in this conversation is because he is kind of boomer bust just by the way that having a Laporta and St. Brown there. But I'm telling you, if I can extrapolate, right? Gotta extrapolate the finish in the year and throughout the playoffs, bro. He was balling. Let's go. Extrapolate. Yes, don't ask me how to spell it.
Extrapolate though. Yeah. So see, I gotta slide my G's. If they're real. Yes, sir. If y'all want to keep it going, if Peacock you want to run point, I'll be in the comments if y'all keep it going. So I don't want to hold y'all up. But
big goo.
Coolness.
Appreciate y'all. Guru Nation. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Peace out.
Peace. Yeah.
Latest, bro.
I'm definitely. It's funny though, because I gotta go with y'all and half agree with the Jacoby Myers because he's gonna have a floor targets, and I do like that you have the Ginsu there who isn't a guy who just he hyper targets everything. You know what I mean? So you gotta like that. You know what I mean? Maybe not.
Yeah, I was just asking because you guys brought up Jameson Williams, or they brought it up in the chat, and I actually have him in this league, and it's like he's on my bench, but he's like, projected several points away from my starters. It's like, should I keep him on there? I do have Goff.
I would, because what I'm doing is I'm 100% always like splitting hairs. Like the deal breaker for me is always like the shootout, and the shootout is the Rams Lions game to open up the first Sunday nighter. So if I can have a piece of that, you know what I mean? I probably would side with Jameson over
Kittle in a tight end premium league.
We're playing what's crazy is for what it's worth, the tight ends kind of eat against the Jets, and that's just basing it off of the last couple of years. I
probably would still
shoot out, bro.
Yeah, I'm probably still gonna start Kittle.
Yeah. Ready? Here, let me help you.
But it is what it is there, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's see who else is up here in the comments. Marco from Z Future, what is up?
Marco from Z Future.
Awesome.
Shout out to
We
Germany.
have some international games out there this year.
Yeah,
a lot of
Brazil.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Germany
that's not
too.
And then we got
I think
Germany.
they're going back to Germany. They got the fucking
The smorgasbord is going to be lit.
Nice. All right, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to change my waiver times. I had them like run. They run like at 11. That way you have all day morning to put in a claim, and then you can get them like an hour before kickoff. But with those international bullshits, you know, yeah, because we don't have free run of waivers. Like I don't like to have that bullshit just out there. It's a shallow bench though, so maybe I should.
I gotta tell. Steve.
So you have an every day waiver, like because usually the waiver period ends. And
I'm an everyday waiver. I don't have to.
And all
there's
my
no
redrafts, it's the regular waiver cycle. Then then it's free for all after.
I like the waiver Tuesday because everybody fights for the guy that did well that week, and then whoever's left over, it's just a free agent pickup.
Yep,
ours is just
I'm a big dumpster diver myself.
Waiver every day. It's just like you got to put in a claim,
and you got Fab right?
every day. What's that?
And you got Fab.
Yeah, we have Fab.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it's
like
Fab and waiver every day.
Everyone has a shot at everyone. It won't just be Bogard because I'm sitting on the shitter and I saw it first. I'm like yes.
2 a.m. Yeah, or so like you don't go to sleep. Yeah, like some people got to work and shit, so that's why I did it like that.
Yeah.
And of course, the people who are like degenerates and don't like have normal hours were complaining. And I was like, bro, it's only you. Like you're the only one who's complaining right now. Everybody else is cool with this.
There's always that one guy, right?
I know how it is being that one guy, but I figure out a way. Just make it happen. You can do it.
I've been the guy. I'm sure.
Dennis is asking, what do you guys think about Sleeper's new auto sub feature? I haven't fucked with it. I don't think I'm going to turn it off.
I don't hate it because it only gives you one option. So, like, obviously, you're going to target the guys who are questionable, and then start the guy that is the best on your bench.
I think it's great for IDP purposes because, like, that's one thing too is like tracking these. Like, you really got to look up some of these IDP injuries or a bank on Sleeper. You know what I mean? So it's like I do like that we have an auto sub feature for that case. And if you're
back in the day, we used to have an extra like you used to be doubtful, you used to be questionable, and you used to be active, right? Or probable, right? So like now you don't have that doubtful anymore. It's either questionable or fucking like probable or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they don't.
So I think that's where like the complaints probably came in, and then they made the idea that it's like, okay, well, let's get an auto sub because not everybody is ready to just fucking set up a lineup when the games start, and it's not easy to evaluate. Like usually when you had a guy that was doubtful, you could consider him out. Right, so you would put somebody else, and you wouldn't have a doubtful.
We do have our sleeper settings, though.
But questionable, who fucking knows what questionable is nowadays? Like questionable could be like I have a fucking COVID, or I have fucking like a little bit of fucking.
But that's why you got to stay tuned. Right, Wednesdays is always the first mandated injury reports. So you know what I mean, and we definitely. We got programs coming at you Wednesdays too. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
That's right. We love this shit. We're gonna be out here for you.
That means we have another question from the chat. Mothan you, I guess, wants to know Cup, Waddle, Rice, sit one. Sit one. Cup, Waddle, or Rice.
Oh damn, right.
A couple Waddle or Rice.
It'll probably be Rice.
I don't want.
Yeah, maybe Rice.
I don't want to sit Rice though either. I'm just.
And
saying,
it's also
I'm going back to the Cooper Cup. I want a piece of that shootout. It's gonna shoot out. It's the Rams and Lions. Come on.
Yeah, if you start Rice, you're gonna have to start him in your wide receiver slot because it's a Thursday game right away, and then you're pigeonholing. You're already out one of your options. You might have to come back and try to flex a Cup or a Waddle.
If I was going to say who has the highest upside, if I just did it in order, Rice would be the one that's out because I think he might get like 8, 9, maybe even 10 targets. But like, I don't think we need the touchdown out of him too because I think he's used.
It's a stinky Ravens defense too. Yeah, it might hit the under. I'm thinking this game. I don't. So yeah, I probably said Rice.
So we got two high-scoring offenses going up against each other. That's how I look at that Ravens Chiefs game. I I probably would favor Rice over any of them. That's just my take. I go Rice first, Cup, and then Waddle. I would sit Waddle.
All right, and shout out to our man Guccini. He had a slide, but check out the
Guccini.
Check out the morning show that he produces out there. The what is it? The breakfast.
OJ and a blunt for breakfast.
OJ and a blunt. That's correct. I did the graphic and I always screw up the name. But that one's awesome. Talking about all the latest news topics from around the nation and all the cool stuff that's happening around there as far as it's just going on in the world. Great stuff. Great content there on the weekend. So make sure you check him out. The Hard to Start podcast as well on his channel. So
7 a.m. West Coast time.
That's right. That's right.
Our man Slim from Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
That's right. Marco said he kind of likes the auto sub since he has that problem with the time difference. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dennis says he's sitting Waddle. Who's Miami playing week 1?
Dennis, I hear you, man. I totally.
It's hard to get off a Waddle play. Yeah, who does Miami play?
Let me see. I got Miami is playing Jacksonville week 1.
Oh, we're tearing them up.
Yeah, I would be playing Waddle most likely. He has been a little dinged up.
If you have a Tyreek and the whole fucking crew of running backs, like the 10 running backs that they have, I don't.
But see, Waddle's
not as attractive.
Waddle missing time like you're
actually for sure.
Like the right here, Waddle practicing has no setbacks. That was the news from a day ago.
Yes.
So I fire up your Waddle. You drafted these guys in a particular order. I'd probably for week 1 just play it as is with projections. So Vegas usually knows more than we do at this point as far as research for opening week matchups and whatnot. So I'd probably sit Rice as well. Yeah. Oh, I missed a question here. Sorry. Let's go back up. Cup Waddle Rice. That's the one. Here we go. Fletcher Cox. The real Fletcher Cox coming to us for fantasy advice. Appreciate you, bro. Start 1. Ramondre, Mostert, Hopkins, or Singletary. You got to start 1. Ramondre, Mostert, Hopkins, or Singletary. I guess this is in the flex. This is a flex zone question.
Mostert for me.
What's that?
My bad. I left the
Raheem Mostert.
I like Raheem Mostert and Stevenson here. I'm just trying to decide which. Who does
Spencer said Ramondre here. Let me check to see who New England is playing. Where you guys really quick. Singletary's playing Minnesota, just so you know.
Ooh.
I don't have any damn New England players anywhere. I'm just checking on Sleeper real fast. So
yeah, I think I like Stevenson slightly over Mostert.
Ramondre, they are playing Cincinnati.
Ooh.
I don't like that. I like Mostert.
I'll go Mostert.
I will play Mostert as well. I just like the Miami offense. Jacksonville, while they can be stingy at times, I think just the fact that they got to take care of so many other guys that Mostert's going to fly under the radar. Everybody, he flew under the radar once they were inside.
He had 100 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, he did. That's what it felt like. So, I know that's not a real freaky stat, but they're going to implement, Achan's not going to be a workhorse running back. They're going to see a lot of Mostert still. They're going to try to run the ball. The offense is going to run a lot of plays. Let's say they run over 60 plus plays. They're not going to have Tua throwing the ball 40 plus times. I don't think. So you're going to get plenty of rushing attempts.
He was lower on the total pole of pass attempts, but he led the league in passing yards because of the efficiency they have over there.
Yeah, Singletary is kind of sneaky, though. Not gonna lie.
I'm worried about the efficiency, in general for the offense.
Yeah, Brian Flores, his defense don't play. You can't really run on them like that.
And then Hopkins is coming off the bum knee thing, so it's kind of a wait and see for me as well. Just got to see how healthy he is, if he's not on the snap count or is being used as a decoy or if he's out there.
I do feel like Stevenson is going to have like a floor of like 3 or 4 receptions though, just because he will get targeted. But I'm going to go with Mostert. Mostert, he has a higher chance to hit pay dirt, and he's going to have a workload and a better offense.
So we were kind of some folks were torn, but I think we kind of came to a consensus on that one.
There it is.
Makes a lot. Start Reed, Singletary, or Moss. Full PPR. Reed, Singletary, or Moss. So Singletary is playing. What did I say the Giants are playing?
They're playing the stingy Minnesota front, and then you got going against you got Zach Moss going against New England,
Cincinnati,
which is kind of like I don't know how to call that right now because it's just but you do have Mayo there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and then you have Reed, which is the Packers, and I don't recall.
I kind of lean Reed. I ain't gonna lie.
The Packers
it's Reed then Moss in that
playing
order.
Philadelphia. The Packers are playing Philadelphia. That's right.
Yeah,
Reed is their Swiss Army knife. He's the one that like can get the even like the 3 to 4 carries per game with the 10 targets potentially. So I probably would go Reed too.
Yeah, if this is like a flex question, probably Reed gives you that upside if you're feeling like you have some of that shot into your lineup already with some of your other players. Like you have like an
Zach Moss doesn't feel like he has the safest floor here.
Yeah, but I feel like Singletary probably is going to get all the work in that backfield and be like
everything.
But I saw his usage in preseason, and he had like 10 touches within the first quarter and a half, just rushing the ball, and they also threw it to him. The only thing is he's not Saquon Barkley, so it's going to be tough for him to kind of produce. But that's if you're scared playing, I'm going to get some points, like 6 to 10 standard points, I guess.
New England is just a big ass question mark. Like Moss could fucking go crazy.
I would safely assume that New England's defense is going to be stingy as usual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do have a defensive head coach.
You got a good secondary there.
Yeah,
with Duggar and then Gonzalez, and you know what I mean. They got guys back there.
I think your projections show that it's either between Singletary and Reed, and then if you're playing PPR, I would just go Reed.
Yeah, for sure he's playing PPR. Shout out to my man Bakes. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely in that order. Reed, Moss, and Singletary. Moss can fuck around and fall into 2 tugs, bro, but his workload might not be there. Because that's another thing too. Actually, I might slightly lean Moss. Actually, now that I think about it, if you're looking for the safer flex play, if this is the flex question, because like Moss, man, I feel like they're gonna trample over New England, and like that would entail a heavy Moss game. You know what I mean?
Very possible. Yeah, I mean, like it's still kind of unknown. We don't know what's going to happen over there. Well, I'm hoping that it is Zach Moss. I do have him a lot of places, flexing him in some, sitting him in others. So just kind of wait and see with that whole situation over there for us. But shout out to Mo. He said thanks for the advice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Would you think it's getting too cute to be like Moss over Jaden Reed, right? Because this is week 1 where you don't get cute. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You just kind of go for it there. Chase, shout out to Chase. He says Purdy or Stafford week 1.
Stafford
in the shootout. We're assuming. I like the weapons and the way that one's set up. The San Francisco Purdy deal with the whole Ayuk getting situated and stuff. We'll see how it goes, right? But I think Stafford with the gunslinging mentality maybe give him the edge on that one as well.
This warms my heart because I love both of them. They both they both got me thousands of dollars last year.
Nice.
But I think I like the situation that the Rams are in. You got Kyren who can catch the ball really well, and then you got those 2 fucking elite receivers, and then what I. Like, I'm a Jet. See that right there? I don't want the Niners to be good this week. So I would totally probably favor Stafford. The Jets have a pretty good defense. We expect them to be one of the top defenses in the NFL this season. And the Niners, as good as they are, the matchup isn't favorable, and I probably would lean Stafford. It's crazy to say because I love Brock. I do. I like all his weapons. But like these 2 quarterbacks, man, they just do it for me. Like I don't hate you for making any decision, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Stafford side.
I'm going Stafford.
I'm going to use this
revenge
as the
game.
Ultimate determinant.
It's a double revenge.
You're right. It's a double revenge game.
Double revenge game shootout for the first Sunday night of the year. We're going.
Yeah, I'm starting Goff over Daniels. I'm starting Stafford over who do I have in that other league? I think Daniels also. I'm just starting those guys over Daniels week 1. You know what I'm saying? Because I like that matchup. They're veteran QBs. They have good weapons. They have good offenses. and opposed to like that rookie QB. Let's see how he fares week 1. So I kind of did that. I waited on QB, took Daniels, and then took a vet later, like a pocket presence vet. Right after.
The Lions score a lot of points. I would never discount that. That's not going to change this season. Goff is probably the guy over McDaniel or over Jaden Daniels too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, if he, that's the reason why I was kind of leaning Stafford as well. Just it kind of took those guys because of their start of the season type of solidified QB, fantasy QB guys that you can count on. They're not going to lose you a week, or at least you don't hope, right? But you have a good chance of a high upside if that game does explode like we expect it to. I don't know what the over-under is for that bad boy, but if it's somewhere around 48, that's good. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, I'll get into it when we do the H-Town huddle, but the Texans Colts has a pretty high over-under.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And it's going to be close, supposedly, so I can break all that stuff down.
You know what else is crazy too? Is like they are going to use this new rule, right? It got passed fully now. The return rule or whatnot.
Yeah.
Because then, we're going to, I feel like that alone is going to contribute to higher scoring games because you're going to get more shorter fields to work with. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, shout out to DeMarcus McWilson. What's up, man? Make sure you like and subscribe.
DW.
Wants us to rate a 12-man team here. Murray, Gibbs, Javonte, Jefferson, Adams, McBride, London. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He gave us his first 7 picks there. Murray, Gibbs, Javonte, Jefferson, Adams, McBride, London. Your RB2 probably could have, you could probably take some bench pieces and try to. But we'll see what Javonte could surprise this year.
Yeah, he waited. I think for what it's worth, if you're just looking for RB2 that should get an entire workload, and you just gotta hope he doesn't get game scripted out. That's the only thing I would worry about at Javonte. But he's locked and loaded as the 1, so you know what I mean. I'm not mad at it, but that is the glaring spot here, and I do appreciate the McBride Murray stack right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that. I don't like the London pick too much. I'm more of a you got to show me first type of thing. But I think Kirk Cousins will prop him up, so that should work out. I don't know if he's going to return on ADP, but it should at least work out to be taking him high.
Knowing where you had to get Murray, I just hate it. I don't know about that.
And then Jefferson, maybe you got him. I don't know. Maybe you had a later round.
We're talking about Stafford 2 seconds ago. I'd much rather have a Stafford than a Kyler Murray.
I would assume too because a lot of leagues are 4-point passing. So the rushing QB is going to get a little nod for me.
Yeah.
But you got to think that he's not going to play 6-7 games this year. That's just kind of like how he rolls.
I hope that's not the case because then we're going to see Desmond Ritter.
I hate it when QBs die and somebody's playing guys like that.
Everyone dies.
Hopefully they're playing that home game stretch.
That's what they traded for Josh Dobbs back.
They're winning the home games, but
my Niners are going to run it up on Josh Dobbs. You want Dobbs?
Oh yeah, that would be funny if they got Ritter on the bench, but then something happens to Kyler and they're like, no, we got to get Dobbs back.
Next question. Here we go.
Yes.
I got a trade offer for Zay Flowers and Zach Moss for Anthony Richardson. Okay, so Zay Flowers and Zach Moss for Anthony Richardson. His QB is Tua. Should I take it or?
I probably just stay with Tua, bro. You're okay.
Yeah, he said he declined, so he's asking if he did the right thing.
Good decline.
Yeah, I think you're fine there too. I'm not a Zay Flowers type of guy, and we were just talking about Zach Moss of all the question marks.
I'd rather have the depth too. That the depth as far as position.
Yeah, if Anthony Richardson hits, then you're in good position, right? And you can do something with it. You can trade him away later
or higher, I think.
Yeah, you could trade him away later or use him with great fantasy points, right? But if you're scared of Anthony Richardson and you want to move off from him, then yeah, maybe I would counter and try to get something other than.
He got that. I had it backwards. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he said I got a trade offer for Zay Flowers and Zach Moss.
If he throws Tua in there, I might do
Anthony Richardson. And then he
has those 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, he has Richardson and Tua.
Yeah, I'd probably hold Richardson because you have him for that reason, right? In case he blows up, you might be having a nice little trade piece on your hand. And then you could beef up a skill. You can go in a single QB. You can go like a 1-for-1 with a QB because people they get gaga over the them Russian QBs for real.
Yeah, and then they don't last too long usually. So unless they're like they mix it in or he learns to.
If I'm gonna flip him, I'm flipping him for something better than that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like either way that you're sitting you're sitting in a position of power because whichever quarterback does do well, you can flip him and then get the haul and then just ride the second quarterback out of the two.
That's really not a bad offer, but that also entails you got to drop something and like, you know what I mean? But because depth is, I mean, and there's question marks with the Zach Moss. Like, is he secure with that number one job the whole year? So, this guy might be trying to get ahead of the curve.
Even Zay Flowers
Zay Flowers. He might. I mean,
as a roster. Fantasy roster player, like what are we talking about? Like at best, wide receiver 2.
Yeah, because I mean,
most
with Mark
teams,
being hurt.
He's your wide receiver 3. So for fantasy purposes, we're looking at an RB2 and a wide receiver 3 for a potential QB1. And I'm not.
Yeah, you're cool on that decline. You're good with that.
Yeah,
stay for now. See what happens. Let it develop. Right.
Yeah, sell for higher.
All right, here we go. Get some news. Some quick news from Lee in the comments. Texans voted wide receiver Stephon Diggs as team captain.
Okay,
well,
I like that. I mean,
making a splash here. He's a veteran.
Yeah. He and the knock coming out of Buffalo was that he might not have been a clubhouse guy, right? So obviously, the Texans
stood for otherwise.
He knows that he's going into a better situation for probably winning. Nothing against Buffalo.
Buffalo couldn't quite get over that hump.
Think about it. 4 years ago, when he got there to Buffalo, like Josh Allen wasn't really like a thing. He hadn't broken out yet. I think the breakout.
Texans,
he was the white Cam
to me are like top tier AFC fucking contender. They have every fucking position solidified. There's no weakness, and I think Diggs realizes that.
No glaring weakness, but
and I don't see him. Like you're a Houston huddle guy, so I can't.
I'll point some of them out in the huddle.
I can't wait to hear about it because all I think about is I've taken all 3 of the wide receivers on single teams, so I go Nico, Stephon, and Dale, and then if I can get fucking Mixon and a Stroud, and
I'll get all of them.
I'm really not mad at any of that. Like for fantasy purposes, I think the Texans are gonna eat and they're gonna score a lot of points. It's not hard. It's not hard to see it, and it's. I don't hate it.
Okay.
Like stack them all up.
I like to do comparisons that don't really mean anything, right? So here's one. When we had Mahomes. And it was going to be his debut basically, right, in 2018. Even though he had been there since 2017, It was his debut. And we already saw Kareem Hunt go crazy. We already knew who Travis Kelce was, and they had Tyreek Hill, who already had emerged for the last 2 seasons prior. Then you add Sammy Watkins. That's how I feel when they added Diggs to Stroud. It's like, Stroud is probably going to be like a top 3 guy if it all falls, if everyone stays upright for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's done it before in college when he had some heavy hitter receivers, right? He had JSN and Marvin Harrison.
There it is.
Ohio State.
And Olave, right? So he had all 3 of those guys popping off at one time. So
Oil of Olay.
Yeah,
doesn't work, huh?
I think you'd be all right. But let's get on to the next one. We have Marco is saying he traded James Cook in a 3rd rounder next year for Ayuk. His commish called him a wiener after and announced the trade.
I think that's a good trade because
he must have done something right. So
obviously or a dynasty because there's a round involved here, and the shelf life is always going to be in favor of the receivers for me. And you got a number 1 who just got his bag.
Yeah, buddy.
Good shit.
Here's another one involving Ayuk. Sorry, trade Ayuk for Evans or Aaron Jones for Evans.
Aaron Jones.
He's trying to get
Aaron Jones for Evans.
Yeah, Aaron Jones.
Because I would assume that wherever you got Aaron Jones was at a fair price. So, and then you're going to upgrade to a guy who's at least a wow and 70 receptions, right? I think is that on Mike Evans' floor, right?
Yeah. And Dennis is saying that Chase Brown is the dude over there. So he acquired him in a trade, and that's why. So,
he's bringing it. I traded it.
That you heard it here first.
That was a year ago.
Yeah.
Chase Brown's the man.
Bake says, so you guys aren't factoring Malachi Corley as the third target for Aaron Rodgers? No, I'm not, at least not right now. He seems more of like a special teamers or something, maybe. You think Conklin will be a bigger threat? Jets rookie is a sleeper, in my opinion.
I agree. I like Bates' take.
Here's my thing with Conklin is that I do pay attention over the years what Aaron Rodgers says, right? Like when he said, look out for this kid Devontae, he became Devontae Adams. And when he said, when they had Ty Montgomery as their converted running back, but they had Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones, he told everyone, look out for this Aaron Jones kid. And Aaron Jones ended up being the guy. He did make some comments about Malachi, and that they were glad that he drafted him, and supposedly that was his favorite receiver that he wanted them to get. So, what I mean? There might be something to that, but I don't think it'll be something we could depend on at all early. And my take on Conklin, he's definitely going to vulture like 5 or 6 of them tugs from us throughout the course of the year. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that.
Let's go, Rodgers.
He's earned 87 targets over the last 2 years, says Conklin.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, he's gonna piss a lot of us off, huh? You know what? Tyler Conklin, give me money. I actually have a good amount of Tyler Conklin because
I don't want Tyler Conklin. I want Malachi Corley. I think he's a special talent, right? So Conklin, what's special about Conklin?
Last year, guess who it was? It was a Tyler Conklin show.
So what I think, when I watch Corley play, he's not at a Deebo Samuel. Like he's not that value yet, but that's where his projection is. So I would much rather have a guy like a Deebo Samuel rather than whatever we get out of Conklin, because he's been in the league for fucking 10 years now, and we already know what he is. Like, just because you're a tight end for Aaron Rodgers don't make you anything. The projection of the talent.
I don't know, man. I saw him make some good catches. He looks semi-athletic. He has long hair. A tight end with long hair, he kind of moves up a couple of notches in my
there it is
rankings, just because.
I tell you, like, the guy, if he has the ball in his hand and there's a little bit of space, he's gonna make it bigger, and that's how I like Corley, is because he knows how to move about the field and make a play. Like, he's a playmaker, like, for real. Like, Malachi Corley to me is a playmaker, whereas to Buck and Tyler Conklin, he's a positional threat. Like, if you have him out there and you utilize fucking Tyler Conklin, he's your tight end. You play a position, whereas Malachi Corley, you can do so many different things, and that's why I compare him to Deebo Samuel, because Deebo is like that Swiss Army knife, right? When I talk about football, sometimes
that's what we call an OW.
Is the chessboard, right?
That's
so you got Deebo Samuel as a knight, the queen. No other piece can move like a fucking knight, right? So the knight can get you in position to like utilize the
fucking. You're calling young Corley a knight.
The checkmate, right? So
Malachi Corley.
Malachi Corley to me is a guy. We'll see.
Sir Elton John.
We'll see.
Jonathan J8, he says, "What's up,
the
boys?"
Season is long.
What
might not happen week 1, but I still fucking like Malachi Corley.
Top of the morning to you.
Jay says, had my draft last Friday, and it was freaking bananas. Picked at 6 overall in a 12-man league. CD dropped. Okay, that's 6. Got you right into your lap. That was probably still the contract situation stuff going on. Maybe.
I love your league. I fucking love your league.
Brees Hall taking first overall. Actually, I like Brees Hall number 1 overall. I'm not mad at it. I like that.
Yeah, me neither. Because if you want to play safe,
Brees Hall.
the CMC injury.
If you're gonna play probabilities,
if you're gonna bank on another running back other than
Finishing
CMC
one.
to get that RB1 overall, it's probably gonna be Brees, right?
Yeah, you ain't lying. He was coming off of an ACL last year. That's one of my rule of thumb.
That's too bad, Dennis, because there is a new Call of Duty coming out. It's number 6. Number 6 coming out.
He'll only play 6 games this season. Yeah, he's gonna fake an injury to play Call of Duty.
You know what?
Second overall,
break his thumb.
Blake Corum getting.
You can't play football. You can't play Call of Duty.
Hold.
Go
back to the Marco. Go back to the Marco thing real quick.
Marco from
Corum got drafted at 2nd overall. What is going on? I didn't even read that.
What?
Is that a rookie draft?
They're in Germany.
Wow.
It might be a rookie draft, actually. It might be.
If it's a rookie draft and you waited all this time to draft rookies, then I'm sure. I guess so.
Like in a telephone. It's like
I wouldn't have ever taken him over any quarterback. No way. But still, but I hope not in the fucking redraft league. Corum doesn't even have a position at this moment. It's crazy.
Hold on. You just said he has several positions. He's an OW. An offensive weapon.
He's an offensive weapon. Yeah, but Kyron is the man out there, and there's no reason to fucking get Kyron.
Okay, it's his whole league with vets and a rookie draft, I guess, mixed in.
So it must have been the rookie draft.
Yeah, it's after the keepers are out, I'm assuming. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let me try to get back on track here with where was that? Jay says, I was offered Joe Burrow and Chase for Dak and CD. Whoa, that's kind of like a sideways. Just whichever one you feel more comfortable with, I guess. I don't know.
You know what? Call me crazy. I'm staying with the Dak and CD because it's one guy who focuses on one guy, and this guy also Dak. He does move the ball. I mean, Dak is like a lock for 30 tugs and 4,500 yards passing, man. Like that's just how I feel about Dak, and I haven't been wrong pretty much. You just got to stay upright. Jake Ferg, Mike, you know what I'm saying? Our man Fergie's son hit the draft. Do we got it?
Oh yeah, hold on a minute.
Fergie. If there's anyone that'll unseat CD as the number 1, I guess we could say would be Chase. But here's the thing with Chase, I don't see him going over 100 receptions ever. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's too many weapons there for Burrow, and he does spread it around. But you got CD who is going over 100, and he's gonna get close to like 14 as a floor, I would assume.
Okay, Bogey's right. Let's do it. Let's get.
I'm fine with that too. Let's see here for Andre. What's up, Andre? He says thoughts on this 10-team PPR: Stroud, Hill, Puka, Etienne, Ramondre, Kincaid, and then Olavi in the flex. Very, very nice. 10-teamer though, I feel like you could still be a little more top heavy with your running back there. See if you can move some bench pieces or something to upgrade that Ramondre.
Yeah. And I do want to add something to the last question too, because I do agree with Kidda too. It is a lateral trade regardless.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I mentioned. That it's like, you know, that's the QB. It's a stack for a stack, you know, so it's just your preference on that. So I usually don't make those trades. I just kind of stick where I'm at because I drafted that way for a reason.
Yeah.
And,
the fantasy gods might have bestowed the path to victory.
Yeah, exactly.
We might be able to see the first 5,000 yard season from fucking Burrow. You know, like that's a potential fucking outcome.
I mean, you know what's crazy though? He's mad efficient, like all the Sagittarius QBs be though. You know what I mean? He's hella efficient. So like, I don't think he's going over like 600 pass attempts like that. That's so, you know what I mean? That's where I think, you know what I mean? I mean, he that 4,500. Okay, if he's getting close, if he's getting over 4,500 yard passing, then you probably getting an 1,800 yard season out of Chase, and we got something close to that before already, right? We're out of Chase, like 17 or something like that.
Marco was like, it's one draft with rookie and vets. That's what I'm saying, mixed in, and then the guy who picked Corum, his team really, really, really sucks.
That's not a good.
Hey, no, but see, look at you couldn't have told me that, and I would.
He must have Kyron. He must have Kyron.
Something, right?
Like he just wants to fucking have that McVay pie.
It goes down
like a piece of the pie with the McVay offense is not a bad idea, but in your rookie draft, like second overall, you can get like a goddamn quarterback. Come on now. Like why you jumping up and getting a goddamn running back? I just don't understand that.
And shout out to Jeff Rogers. He said he took St. Brown over JJ Justin Jefferson.
I did it too.
We all agree.
Let's go. We all doing that thing. Let's go.
That is a good decision.
Stand up and take a bow. If we're all wrong, we're wrong together. Fuck it. St. Brown.
I got St. Brown.
Come on, raw dog.
Come back and hear us out week by week. We're gonna
hear us
tell
complain if we were wrong. Trust me, we'll cry about that one.
Fantasy-isms. We will die with that. We will die with that.
That's a
AJ
Brown and Puka over Jefferson in my 14-teamer.
Yeah.
That was it shocked the whole place. We were all.
Do I think Jefferson is top 3 wide receiver in the NFL? Yes. Do I like his quarterback? No.
Yeah, even Dennis agreed. Yeah, and he said JJ got Darnold. Yeah. And Bake says, am I the only one who's getting CEH vibes from Javonte? That guy's failed so many times. Yeah.
I mean,
you are the only one because I think Javonte is an actual guy. I don't think
he's good,
but he's guy ever.
H was a first round pick too, so it was even worse. Like, and they passed on Jonathan Taylor like this, so
But for me, what I've seen out of Javonte when he's healthy, he's a legit dude. I like. I haven't
seen him be very good since before he was injured. That's the thing. Like,
I don't think I've ever seen him
really ever return to form.
Yeah, I don't think.
There was a game. Oh, I got one. There was a game. It was against the Chiefs in 2021. It was a Sunday nighter, and they actually stuck it to the Chiefs. But he caught like 8 or 9 balls in that game. He had like 11 targets. Yeah.
Did it cut him up into the air? There you go. Yeah, that's what P-Ryan did to him last year too. Didn't they give him a good game? The Chiefs. Didn't they beat the Chiefs?
No, that was I think that was the Raiders. They split with them. I don't think anyone else split with them last year.
Yeah,
you might be right.
Misremembering.
Oh, they did. You are right. Remember, they destroyed. Like Russ had a shitty game the next go around, but yeah, they.
It's like that one game. They had that one good game.
A lot of psychedelics.
I think it's like the game before they played the Chiefs really well, and then the next week they played Miami and they got destroyed by like 80 points or something. If I'm not mistaken, that might have been what happened to Denver in those 2 weeks.
I think it was 180 points.
There you go. That's for correct. I stand correct.
Hey, that was a crazy little game though, because we got a lot of garbage time.
Yeah, Chase said Denver did beat KC once. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, because I remember
I was watching like it wasn't a
Vegas. I hate calling them Vegas, man. That doesn't sound right to me. Like the Raiders
never
beat Vegas to me.
Sounds like the house.
Shout out to Sunny Boat. Los Oakland Raiders. That's what they call them.
Los Oakland. I like that.
Los Oakland blood.
I'll take it.
I had a lot of good nights in Oakland. Not gonna lie. You just gotta stay out of trouble. Oakland is a goddamn beautiful town. Love it.
I've only been in Oakland business because otherwise, see, Kidda can get away with that though. You know what I mean? You just walk around Oakland like, well, I guess downtown's not so bad.
Yes. See, said downtown, like coming out of a fucking like a rundown ass building. Because Oakland, they get these clubs where go into a fucking random ass building. This shit is popping. They got floors, and then DJs on every floor, and people crowded in the fucking joint and having a great time. No action until you get outside, because mean mugging is a real thing. So I think what happens is you get in the club, you see the homie wearing a different color, and you're like, oh, fuck you. And then like at the end of the night, you get outside the club, and then that's when the shit goes down. Yeah, but in the club was fine. Like that shit was fun. I loved Oakland. I don't have anything negative to say
San Jose. So we already had a premiere part. Like everybody and their mama came from outside the Bay to party in San Jose. So it was like we got one of the premier nightlifes. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like blocks and blocks of bars and clubs, just every block. You know what I mean? Every street. You know
let's help out. Let's help out Marco. I totally forgot.
Shout out to the Bay, motherfucker. San Francisco was a goddamn time too. I love
shout out to the city. Shout
Hey,
out to Oakland,
San
too.
has
The whole bay.
the whole bay is a fucking time, man.
Marco
What
had said
Marco got?
he had asked about Diggs earlier. He was trying to, I think, pick him up. Second round pick for Diggs. He's like, what should he give up, I think, to acquire Stephon Diggs? Yeah, I think a late second.
Yeah, I'll try to send a second. I'll even throw a second and a third just to see if that, you know what I mean?
Because I think he still has some viable seasons. You can get 2 really good seasons from Stephon Diggs left.
You know, I'm starting to get confident that Stephon Diggs going to catch 100 balls again now.
Yeah, just remember that he's a hot starter, honestly. Like, he starts seasons pretty strong, and then he fades towards the end. So what we saw last year was no different. It was just it happened very drastically. So it was kind of and dramatically as well. So it was kind of like,
coordinator changed as well.
Yeah, and there was a coordinator change as well. So
see if you can get Nico.
You have to give
if you want to trade your second,
I'll give him first for Nico.
Go back to the guy who's got Nico and see if you can get Nico.
I like to spend it. You know what I mean? It's about building a top-heavy ass team. Like, that's one of my signature moves: acquiring a player without giving up a player. If I could do it with picks, I'm all for it because I'm trying to beef up. You feel me? All the time.
Sir.
All the time. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I just don't. I don't want to leave other options on the table. So if you have your eyes set for Diggs and you think that this might be your value, go above the value that you believe, and you might get lucky. So start with Nico.
See if you can get Nico, shoot for Nico with maybe a 1, right? And maybe just the 1. And then if not, then you can counter back and then be like, go
watch
shoot.
He comes back. I got
if
Nico.
it don't work, then go
somebody else shoot the other guy an offer, right? And then go shoot the Diggs owner, right?
But I like your mindset. Get the Texans for sure. Go out.
I can get both.
Send both offers out at the same time. Fuck it.
Yeah. First for Nico, second for Diggs, and I'm fucking set.
You right?
And then
that sounds good.
Tank Dell. I love Tank Dell.
The third.
Our man Peacock has already explained as much as he has needed to convince anybody that the connection between Stroud and Dell is a real thing, and that's
and I'll go over some Tank Dell stuff as well on the huddle. I got it lined up. I have some stats lined up. I have the matchup lined up. I have some Colts stats lined up and some cool little graphics for that as well. So
Colts are garbage. Fuck them.
And for everybody that doesn't know, we got the return / debut of the Houston Huddle. We're going Wednesday, right? Because we're moving.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. That sounds good.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking for the watch parties on Thursday, we'll just do the playmakers, and we can still have topics too, right? Because I want to do bold predictions. Because I got one, Sam Darnold. This is the only time when Bogart will ever get on Sam Darnold when he's the Terminator, Darnold Schwarzenegger.
Here's an H-Town preview of what it would kind of look like. So there's the background with this motion stuff going on. So that's what the H-Town vibe would kind of look like, and basically same deal. And then I will go ahead and we'll talk about certain keynotes or whatever. So I do have like the spread and all that stuff, and little tidbits about how many games AR played and things like that that'll bring up on the screen. So little cool stuff like that. You guys be prepared. And I got the intro too for that. I like it. It's only 30 seconds. You guys want to see it or what?
Yeah.
Our man Peacock.
Let's go.
That's for the H-Town huddle. Oh shoot, where is it?
Give us a sneak peek. We all want it.
Here it is. Here we go. Got the blue flames.
Yeah, Nico is right. It's quietly the best fucking fantasy asset that you can have right now. I'll go out on a limb to say that any piece that you can get out of Houston is going to be valuable in the long run.
And
they're not overpriced. First of all, they're not overpriced. you're gonna get the production that you get out of the value and the range that you're getting them at. And then if you fucking need to trade for them, like figure it out. Like get a piece, get a goddamn piece of the Texans, bro. Like that shit is.
I'll try to have all the Texans, all the Rams.
I'll pour one out for the fucking Houston huddle, bro. Like that shit is. I love it.
Let's go. Yeah, the intro is badass too.
Yeah. I had to update it a little bit. I had worked on it at the end of last year, and then I was like, oh, they got the new uniform, so I had to put a whole new thing together.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
but it should be fun.
I think that's
all right. Let me see here. Who do we got back here in the chat? I missed a couple of these. Let's see. Dennis said Diggs is gonna ruin CJ Stroud. I don't think so.
No,
maybe
how are you gonna ruin CJ Stroud?
Maybe 4 years. Did Diggs ruin Josh Allen? I think Josh Allen is still going as the #1 fantasy quarterback right now. So if anything,
Diggs leaving might have ruined Josh Allen. Is that what I read? No.
And I think CJ's got such a head on him where he's gonna evaluate option A, B, and C.
I think they knew
whoever's open, he's gonna give it to him. Like it doesn't matter.
Diggs is a diva, as you should be when you're, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, what they said too. When they asked Tank Dell on that thing, I watched that joint that you saw.
I was about to bring that up.
Yeah, he was like, you're like, yo, who's the flyest? He's like, oh, Steph, you know what I mean? He's like, but I gotta say me. And they're like, what about Nico? They're like, nah, man, Nico is plain Jane. Nico, he's just a real football player. Just like, fuck it, I'm going to work. You know what I mean? He got the bag. He's real humble. You know what I'm saying? But see, Steph. See, that's why they gave him the captain shit, because as soon as he stepped in there, he started getting real vocal in that locker room. I'm sure. You know what I mean? Diggs, he's known for standing up on the little bench in there and start hollering at everybody. You know what I mean? So they're like, all right, put the captain on him, so that way it'll, you know what I mean? It'll kind of feed his ego a little bit, because we're gonna spread this ball around a good amount, and we can't have him getting all squeaky wheelish, because that's the knock on him, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think he's ever gonna be discontent, right? Like he's gonna be happy with whatever opportunity he gets, because he respects the team. Like the teams that he played with in fucking Buffalo, there's reasons why he would be like, why aren't they fucking feeding me the ball 20 times a game? Because
it's cold up there. They were like run first.
But now you got a fucking Houston team that's just like full of hitters. Like I don't hate anybody that targets every single piece that the Houston Texans offer. Schultz, Mixon, the 3 wideouts, Stroud, you're fine. Like
the team defense for all
you could do the whole goddamn fucking offense and be a hitter in fantasy.
Even Carmi Fairbairn. Someone had a kicker question.
That's a hot take. Is that not a hot take? It doesn't feel like a hot take, but I think it is, because who in their right mind would do the whole goddamn fucking Texans?
When you add a weapon like Stephon Diggs, it telegraphs what you want to do. It ain't just because they were scared like all the receivers got hurt last year. It's because they know what they got on their hands with Stroud, and you're doing it how you're supposed to do when you have a first-round QB with that contract. You go and you bring in weapons like a Diggs. And for someone like Diggs, you got to feel like they want you, because it was the same thing. He was getting disgruntled in Minnesota. Buffalo trades from that first couple of years. He was like, I love being here. You know what I mean? They wanted me.
Right.
He got that. He got that restored feeling right now. He's rocking the captain. I don't even know if he's ever been a captain over there in Buffalo. You know what I mean?
That's a true story. I don't even know either. Like with Minnesota, Buffalo, I don't know if he's ever been.
That first year with Buffalo, he led the league in receiving yards. I think he had like 1,400. It was a down year, so to speak. It was that COVID year, but he still led the league. You know what I mean? Like, he got resume. They just couldn't get over the hump. And even the way they set it up for Diggs, now that I think about it, because he got to get the money too. It's this year or bust for him as far as his contract goes, right? Because they took his contract and front loaded it and made it all 1 year thing. So he's actually, and no restrictions. So he can actually walk next year, or be like, I love it here. Like, I'm the captain. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they are paying a Nico. You know what I mean?
It's a win-win situation for everybody. Like I don't hate the idea of targeting every single Texan, and that goes for
that you did that.
I have all 3 wide receivers on one single team. Yes, you're right. I was unfortunate to not get a goddamn CJ Stroud, but you know what I did? I did get Josh Allen, so. That's okay. So I got Josh Allen and all the wide receivers from Texans. I'm like, okay, I think this is gonna be a good team.
You only got 1 week to worry about.
Yeah.
Stroud did lobby for Dell. Dell called up Stroud right after Stroud was drafted and said, "Hey, come get me." And so they did, and they traded up.
If you're not convinced on Dell yet, you need to go back and watch the fucking
he
video.
called.
Go watch the tape.
He made the phone
Dell
call.
is a goddamn
Dell
fucking
made
wide
the phone call.
receiver.
And then made the phone call to Houston.
He's like, listen, bro. Brad said he wants me, bro.
Well, actually, the way it happened was so Dell called Stroud to tell him to take me, right? He's like, come get me or whatever. And then so that night, after the first day that Stroud was drafted, he went up and flew into Houston, met up with Dell. And then when they met up with the team, or when he was going to meet up with the team the next day, he told them like he had already met up with Tank Dell in Houston. And so for them to come draft him. So that was like his point of contact. He had already known about Tank Dell and been in contact with him before he was even drafted.
Spoils from the Watson trade still? Was Tank?
What's that? Tank Dell was part of one of the picks. They used that pick to trade up to get Tank Dell. So,
yes, that's badass.
So yeah, actually, Hannah McNair a couple of days ago on a podcast thanked the Cleveland Browns for us still having picks that we've used from that trade.
And now Watson over there talking about my shoulder. It's like, listen, stop self-serving all the time, bro.
Red flags all over the place for Watson. When he was with Houston, I actually really enjoyed that bullshit. Like that was an actual fantasy asset. But ever since he got his bag and all the fucking like drama and all that stuff, I'm like, I don't know how valuable this guy is because he's got no incentive. He already knows he's playing for Cleveland. They ain't gonna go anywhere in the playoffs.
230 guaranteed.
They'd be lucky to get in the playoffs. So if he already has all those guarantees, it's like,
what up, Albert?
What up, Albert?
Biscuit? I'm already getting the biscuit. I ain't got nothing to fucking play for. That's how I feel. Like,
Hunter on defense. Yeah, Houston will, like, even if they're up, they're going to continue to run up the score.
That's a great thing about your team, Peacock. I love how Houston is not cheaping out and just staying put. Like, no, we're going to get better.
Yeah,
we're going to do whatever we can to fucking turn this shit into a fucking Super Bowl winning squad.
I agree with Nick Caserio completely. You know, like I knew it when he was hired as the GM. I was like, he's gonna hire the right coach eventually, and they'll get it right. And I know it was like 2 years of like complete like.
They had the lame duck year, right?
He tanked, right? You know, he tanked. He did it, but he did it in a classy way. He's like,
he gave the homie a head coaching gig because that fool's been around in the game for a long time, never got a shot. He's just like, you know what, come on over here, man. But also, I think they got some compensatory picks too. When you
they did. They got that from Romeo Crennel and the Lovie Smith. Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Those were tough years. And then they thought that they weren't going to get the number one pick. Well, they didn't get the number one pick because Lovie Smith kind of stuck it to him at the end, and they beat the Colts in the final game of the season and gave the Bears. I think it was the Bears.
Oh, and then that's when they brought in Buddy from the Ravens, right? The next year.
From the Ravens. Oh yeah, Cully, you mean?
Yeah, Cully. There you go. That's his name.
Yeah, Cully, and then Cully stood in for a year or whatever with Davis Mills there.
That was the lame duck year I was talking about.
That was the lame duck year that also that Watson just sat out the whole year as well.
Yeah, because you're gonna get some compensatory picks too. Like,
they did it right. They almost hired some goofballs. Like what was his face? McCown. Oh no, there's some rumors.
Josh McCown.
Don't hate on McCown.
I feel like Josh McCown would have secured the number one overall pick.
I have a soft spot for him because his YouTube channel fucking is fire.
Well, dude, I have a soft spot for him too. He came into that one game and he started tearing it up as a wide receiver and shit. Like they were down, they didn't have any receivers, and he like just started.
McCown out there as a receiver, so
and he started
knew, like, okay, this is the weakness. I'm gonna go out there because that's why I like McCown as a quarterback coach. Is
I like him as a quarterback
go
coach.
up against a team. He knows your weakness. he studies film very well, and
he's been the backup for his entire career.
That's how backup.
Him and Ryan Fitzmagic, man, they probably need to give each other a run for the money on the most teams they played for.
Goddamn job, making millions. Fucking
every time McCown
the fucking bitch holding clipboard.
Game every game. It's like what's his face? Fitzpatrick.
It's like the Magic Man too.
They gave him that helmet.
But he got a lot of action.
When they gave him that helmet and had
Don't
all
discredit
all the teams he played on. It was
the Magic Man. Magic Man got a lot of fucking NFL hours under his belt.
He played for my Texans, bro.
Played a lot of
Yeah,
fucking
come on, he
football.
tore it up. Remember,
Yeah,
he was like, I take this one personal, y'all, right? Because it was against Buffalo or whatever. You know what I mean? He was like, I want y'all. They had him right. He was riled up in the thing, man. Because I think that was the Hard Knocks year.
Yeah, Jay has a good point here. He says that he thinks Mixon is going to have a huge year because he's not going to face, a loaded box with all those
I'm
weapons.
screaming to everybody right now. If you can get Stroud, the 3 receivers, Mixon, even Schultz.
Schultz, if I don't have any Texans, I'm like, fuck it. I'm taking Schultz.
Oh, Chelsea.
Dude,
here's the thing too with Mixon.
Sneak up, he'll have like 3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown or something.
I mean, there's gonna be so many times they catch that Mixon's gonna catch like a little one in the flat, and he's just gonna go for like 25 yards because
he's got Cam Akers behind him. You know how bad he is.
The official depth chart just came out a little while ago, and they actually have Dameon Pierce still listed as the number 2. But I don't know how
man, Dameon Pierce.
It's probably just going to be the whole Mixon show though. But man, Cam Akers looked fabulous.
Joe mix a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Touchdowns, and he cannot lie.
I like about that. Sir Mix a lot. I gotta get a longer one.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. I like big butts and I cannot lie. I like big.
We can hit it like that every time.
Yes, sir. Joe Mixon.
Yeah, Sir Joe Mixon a lot. We like him a lot. As long as he's I mean, look at he's probably going to get some efficiency to his numbers because he should get all the volume, and that was the knock on him in his time in Cincy because he was just very inefficient. But he got all the work, and he was actually when it counted, his efficiency counted in the red zone because he did hit a pay dirt a good amount of times. I mean, it's a good offense, and I kind of view Texans the same way. In this case, for our Sir Joe Mixon, I was so happy he landed there, and that's another version of what I said when they said go and get Diggs, we go and get Sir Joe Mixon a lot. Fuck it, we're doing this thing.
Yeah, I need to get some.
Give me
over. Give me who else do we need? Fucking, they was killing it, man. Shout out to
so I need to upload some clips that I can just throw in the background like this when I'm talking. But I have like Nico versus his Stroud's first touchdown ever right there to Nico, and then later on in that game in the second half he started cooking. But I'll talk about this Colts matchup later. But yeah, the offense looks poised. They've added weapons. The offensive line is going to be more solidified than it was last season. They started the year with tons of injuries. They were like the most injured team in football. I kept talking about it last year. I think there was even 1 week where they had 23 guys listed on the injury report, which is like fucking half your football team.
Yeah, you don't lie. This time last year was pretty rough. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get back to the.
I remember smashing that over though. I was like, everyone smashed the over on the game totals. 4.5 for taking it there.
Yeah, they were going over. I mean, the defense was playing better, but they were still going over. Like they were allowing points. The pass defense was, I think, 27th. What's that? Yeah, they're 10-win team. But as far as the defensive rankings, they were a top 10 in the run defense, but they were like a funnel defense because their pass defense just sucked ass outside of Stingley.
Yeah, you ain't lying. They just stayed away.
They were giving it up,
Where was that?
Yep, that's where it was at. That's where it's at. T Money, shout out to T Money. What's up, man? He says 10-man PPR. Mahomes, Jacobs, Connor, CD, London, Kincaid, DK, Worthy, and Ridley. Did you cook? I think you cooked. You cooked. I like the Worthy and Ridley there.
Have what he's having.
Everything else seems pretty top heavy. Jacobs I haven't been drafting a lot of them, but he seems poised to have a good year in that offense and be set up for some success. So even though he's inefficient, he should fall into that workload role and give you those fantasy points you need. So I like it. Should he try to trade for RB2 soon? It's usually when these 10-man ones is where you want to try to beef up places, and it's usually the RB2 spot. Yeah. Connor's solid and Jacobs, I think they're both solid, but yeah, you should probably always be trying to get more top heavy and look for something soon. So it just depends on who you're trying to target. Or
Good for now. I like what you did. You know what I mean? You're ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things, and I would, and anytime you don't like your running back situation, just look at what you got on your bench and what you're actually going to use, and just go fill them with other handcuffs, other running back handcuffs. Because you know what I mean? 'Cause there's always that guy, and that guy tends to be the smart guy. Because after week 1, if somebody goes down, he might already have beat the waiver. You know what I mean?
I really like the team. I think what you can do is probably like combine the Kincaid and somebody else, and maybe go after a Laporta or a Kelsey, and then you would be really solid.
Yeah,
but that
I'm not mad at the McBride.
The Mahomes Kelsey stack. If you can get a Kelsey and pay up for it and keep your core guys, I think you have the best shot at dominating the 10-team league, because a lot of people discount the tight end and quarterback position in the 10-team. Like if you have hitters in the quarterback and the tight end, then you're probably gonna go all the way.
It's about being top heavy. I still do like the outlook for a Kincaid. I mean, Kincaid could get close to 100 receptions or maybe even over, but like there's a lot of vacant targets there, like over 240 vacant, or roughly 240 vacant targets there. He's gonna get some of that.
Sell that. So whatever Bogey just said,
there's your selling point right there.
Sell that, and then try and get a little bit better at tight.
And here's the thing too, because I also have a rule of thumb. If I don't have Travis Kelce, I usually try to trade for Travis Kelce. And you almost have to wait until he has a mid game, and say week 1 Kincaid goes off and Kelce doesn't. You can swoop in there. Now it's prime time to swoop in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would every day, all day take Kelce, the other tight ends.
Yeah.
Shout out, guys. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, checking us out. We will be going live multiple times throughout the week with various shows on the GWN network. So make sure
every Sunday morning before your fucking deadline. So anytime you got questions, you got to come back.
Yeah, wake your game up. Start last minute start sits. Woo!
That's right.
Everybody that comes in on this fucking show, the panel is lit. Like our takes are not lightly to be taken.
Yeah.
We're about to help y'all. Like, come in, ask the questions. We actually probably like this more than anything, other than like just being around each other. Like your questions make us fucking happy.
Yeah, Tino promises to be drunk every Sunday. He says,
"Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it."
I promise to be drunk before the game time on the Sunday morning as well. Tino, you and I.
Brandon Duncan as well. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, supporting the channel. He does have a question here. It says, "Would you trade Breece Hall for Derrick Henry and Keenan Allen?"
No.
Yeah, me either.
I don't want nothing.
You got to come with a better piece than Keenan Allen for me to even
consider
that. Yeah, because you have a top 3 running back at minimum, and the guy who could finish running back 1 overall already.
His other RBs are Achane, Saquon, and Chubb.
I might try to package up something with Achane and bring back Henry. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't want to lose Breece Hall for nothing.
Yeah,
Marco. Devontae Adams was the second round. Oh, sorry. You were finishing your thought on that other one, but I was saying Marco had a question. He said,
it depends on where your team is headed. Are you going to be in contention to win the goddamn Super Bowl in your fucking damn fantasy league?
I always try to win.
If you're trying to win, you're not getting rid of Devontae Adams for a second rounder.
Yeah, never.
Never.
Yeah, you can even wait on that until before the trade deadline, and then juice somebody that's trying to make a playoff push. You know what I'm saying? And you can get him for the first, and maybe a couple young players. You can get a haul at that point. Devontae Adams, you don't do that. You wait on. If you're going to do that, you wait.
Marco said, if you get drunk with Bud Light, you get charged with a first-degree felony here in Germany.
Hey, Bud Light has a high alcohol count compared to
Marco,
higher than Modelo and Corona.
I'll bring the box out. I'll show you how much we drink.
Tino says it's the first time he asked
on the auto. What do they call it? The Autobahn? Hey, they mashing over there.
Oh,
the Autobahn, yeah.
They talking about the fucking highway where people just want to drive fast.
That's the one.
Like 200.
Jay says, when do you think Keon Coleman becomes the de facto number one in Buffalo?
He has a learning curve. There's a big learning curve from NFL and college.
Stephon Diggs was there last year, and he wasn't even the de facto number one option in Buffalo. So who knows?
I mean,
Curtis Samuel is not a guy that is to be taken lightly. I think he's actually valuable.
I mean, he
in
knows
the
the system.
world. Like,
he's played under Joe Brady before, so he definitely knows the system, and he had a career.
Yeah, I don't hate on the Curtis Samuel right now. Keon Coleman, though, I do enjoy the idea of him becoming an actual guy out there. And he has Pro Bowl potential and All Pro potential. But right now,
and press, so they're
he's got to learn it. He's in that. Remember when Caitlin Clark got into the WNBA, right? And she fucking had turnover after turnover after turnover, and she looked pretty actually sloppy. But now at the end of the season, she's like, "Oh, dude, Caitlin Clark." Best
there
player
it is.
in the league.
Keon Coleman is the Caitlin Clark of the NFL.
Needs to learn how to play the game in this fucking talent group, and then I don't discount Keon Coleman. I'm a Keon Coleman guy. I love Keon Coleman. Right off the bat, out the gate.
We got a question.
Play the Shakir, play the fucking.
Wrap it up. We got a question here.
Quinn, shout out to Quinn Lenardi. JT or Garrett at pick 10. JT or Garrett at pick 10. And it just depends on how you want to start off. I guess you're the back end of that draft. I've done both. Like, I've done one or the other in two separate drafts. So
because you're still in line for a good receiver.
I like Garrett Wilson
for a good running back. I'm going to take the Garrett Wilson though, and I'll hope Taylor falls. I mean, what is he? He said that he's at the 110 out of a
110. Yeah, you hope he doesn't get taken in the next 4 picks after Garrett.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, and you're still targeting running back, which I'm still going to value a lot of those receivers over whatever running back, but you're still going to have your shot at a Derrick Henry or your shot at
usually there at that point, right? If I'm assuming it's a 12-man league. Like if I were to go, I'd go Garrett Wilson because there's a drop off for me.
Taylor and Puka sound good. Maybe because you might have a shot at Taylor and a Puka.
Yeah, if you like Taylor and Puka, then do that. Otherwise, I'd probably go like Garrett or somebody, or I don't know if he's there, but I've gone.
Never know those home.
I've gone Garrett in most of over JT in most of these situations. I think in 3 different drafts I've been presented here at like the 110, 111, and I've gone Garrett twice and only JT once. So I'll lean Garrett.
And Garrett Wilson is definitely a guy who can finish top 5 in his position. Meanwhile, like Taylor, I mean, it's hard to not argue that, but he also has a rushing ass QB. So if all you AR-15 truthers out there, like, you know what I mean? You got to hope it's a symbiotic thing and not like one vultures the other all the time and pisses us off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd go Garrett Wilson right there. And then,
I mean, Gibbs
I don't hate the ETN.
Gibbs might even be
there. A lot of people don't fucking value ETN like in a top 5 running back conversation. I actually have him there.
ETN will be there.
Yeah.
I forgot about ETN. I always forget he exists.
Yeah, to me, he's still in the RB5 conversation.
I'd probably forego that and then reach on like Pacheco.
I would too.
I did it the other day, like that's what I would do.
Pacheco is probably not leaving the second round. Like he's
about this. Christian Kirk being hurt definitely benefited a double E and ETN last year. So now you got the whole gang there, and you add a Brian Thomas. Like I don't think the receptions are going to be as high for ETN, and I think like with Pacheco, he will. They feed one guy, so they will target him too. You know what I mean? And I think it's on a better offense. I wouldn't mind reading. I love Pacheco. I can't even. Shout out to Patterson, Jersey. You feel me? Jersey, stand up.
Shout out to T Money again here. He says this is man PPR, AR-15, CMC, Connor, London, Ayuk, Laporta, Cooper, Worthy, Justin Tucker, and the Jets defense. I would just make sure that you have another quarterback on your roster just in case the AR-15 for some reason he's still giving you 50-50, like a touchdown here and a bad interception and a fumble there or something. So it may not pan out. You may want to have a back.
Right now is the time to capitalize on the AR-15. AR5. He don't even
Before the season starts.
If you talk, he don't even
He
like
doesn't deserve the one.
that shit is not
He's
not flying with him anymore. AR5
AR-15.
trade him for Love and another piece.
There you go.
Get Jordan Love and some extracurricular. Nothing special. But
Like
if you could move off of AR-15 and then get Love and another piece, then I think you win that trade.
I'd probably try to get
Or like a wide receiver 2-3.
Yeah. I was saying that's kind of where he's a little lacking.
Yeah, see if the guy that has Love bites on that, and then just run with it.
What's Love got to do with it?
Love is a guy. I love Love, right? Come on now. That team is fucking solid. You got Josh Jacobs. You got 100 fucking wide receivers to throw to, and then 2 tight ends.
Since I ate all that
What more do you need?
food, I drank a beer.
What?
I drank another beer.
What?
3 beers.
Christian Watson.
Some tequila,
Beer. Taking
I
whips.
don't got no whiskey. I ain't got no vodka, but I would. Did.
And a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
There
This
you
is
go.
not. This, and for those that don't know, our man Kidda is a graveyard shifter, so this is like his evening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not a morning fucking just like hit the fucking shit. Like that's not how I typically roll.
Yeah, you got off work.
Like I usually wake up and go to work, and right now is my evening time. Yeah, for sure. So that's why you'll always see me with these, and then some of this,
2 beers.
and
Hit that gap again.
and then some solid bold takes. Some of them are bold, right? But they're always gonna be solid.
Solid bold.
Give me some.
It
Give
sounds
me
like a
some
beer
questions.
I like that.
And
I'm
I'll
gonna
give
write-
you the reason
We're
why
getting
I
a treat
believe
for that. Solid bold takes.
solid bold. You know, like I'm not gonna just come at you with some bullshit.
It's gonna be
I'm
like
gonna give you
those,
the reason why I believe
it's gonna be
so.
those testicles that they hang on the back of the cars, but it's gonna be solid bold takes, and it's gonna be like gold balls.
There it is.
I'm telling you, community.
We're gonna get flagged for that. We're gonna maybe censor it.
These guys right here, we know how to win this stuff. Like you stick around long enough, then you'll have confidence. If it's your first time here, I hope you're entertained.
Stick with us and we'll take you to the promised land.
Stick with us. Trust me. Stick with us and you will be a winner.
That sounds good, man. That sounds like a pretty good way. Oh, well, wait, hold on. There's another question here. A guy wants to do a trade. Oh, it's T-Money for that same one. He says Connor, Ayuk, and Cooper for AJ Brown and K9. Just kind of.
That's an okay proposal. I'm not mad at that.
I do like the AJ Brown over. I think if you want to look at best player in the deal, it's AJ Brown.
Yeah, I would do that too because you're trying to get top heavy right in this 10-man. So I think the K9 over Connor.
And listen, fuck Zach Charbonnet, he is nothing. Like it's all K9 till he dies.
Yeah, AJ Brown is a goddamn first rounder. Yeah, so I do think that I would probably favor the AJ Brown come up.
Yeah, because this redraft. If we were talking Dynasty, maybe I am wearing the hat. I might be
Pieces is a goddamn
in the Dynasty. Tresner, pick 9. Shout out to Tresner. Triple Hunts, shout out to Triple Hunts.
Trent Reznor.
Yeah, right. 9 Inch Nails. Triple Hunts. Devontae and Jacobs for Garrett Wilson and Connor. I'm on the Garrett Wilson Connor side, personally.
But I also think you're not too far off from already having Devontae and Jacobs. Like, as I do like the Jacobs over Connor. It's a little give and take here, and you know what I mean. It's the guy that Aaron Rodgers used to throw the ball at, and now the guy that he does throw the ball at. I'm okay with it.
Shout out to all these. Shout out to all the names in the chat, guys. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We've been rocking for almost 3 hours doing some Q&A this week, right before Fantasy Football Week 1 kicks off for the NFL. Rocking with the GWN Network. You can also catch all this stuff on Spencer the Guru's channel. Heart to Start, Fantasy Podcast, the Miles Peacock, Neon Peacock channel, which is myself. And make sure that you head on to neonpeacockmerch.com. We do have a sale going on right now, ending soon, $12.50 t-shirts.
Commercial.
Yeah, you might as well just run the promo.
Yeah, and if you
we'll
guys
get right back to some questions here in a Peacock Merch.
Now, Triple Hunt, there's
Nice. So yeah, make sure you guys go head on over to the website whenever you get a chance. Like I said, the Labor Day sale is ending soon. I may or may not extend it. Just depends on what happens. You got to have to stick around and check your web browsers, right? Just to make sure. But getting back to the question from Triple Hunts.
I actually think that's a team specific, league specific. If I'm in a win now situation, I'm going to Devontae and Jacobs.
This dynasty rare?
If it's dynasty, then I like the prospect of holding Garrett Wilson and just rolling with him. And
I'm not mad at Connor.
I'm not mad at Connor, but I'm definitely not mad at Jacobs. Like this year personally, I think Jacobs finishes higher than Connor, and then Devontae. I also see a world where Devontae finishes higher than Garrett Wilson.
This is
so if we're in a win now situation, I don't trade Devontae and Jacobs for a Garrett Wilson and a James Conner. That's me, and I'm a Jets fan, so I obviously root for Garrett Wilson, but I don't discount Devontae Adams and especially Josh Jacobs with the fucking Packers situation where they got a bunch of trash behind Jacobs. Jacobs is going to get as many fucking touches as allowable, and nobody's
allowable.
Even in
contention. We'll allow it.
Nobody's even in contention to steal it. You know, like they don't deserve fucking touches. Josh Jacobs in Green Bay might be a legit RB5 plus.
And when it comes to Devontae Adams, we are looking at a steady 30% target market share. I don't give a fuck.
Never is it a question too, especially in fucking Vegas, where you got our man.
Fuck yeah.
Oscar Myers.
You know what? We're
Myers.
You convinced me. I'm staying put.
But when you got Devontae Adams out there to solidify a offense that is going to be needing to score points, because let's face it, they ain't gonna have no leads. So Devontae Adams is gonna be the guy.
Yes.
And he's going to get targeted. He's going to have the 10 plus fucking targets. There's no question about it. So I probably would go the Devontae, Josh Jacobs over the Garrett Wilson, James Conner. But that's me not having any faith in the fucking Cardinals.
Marco, I'm not sure about my overseas shipping costs. You may want to try to put something in your cart and just see if it calculates before you purchase, and it might tell you.
You'll still be able to utilize it.
It'll still be worth it right now with the sale.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too expensive. The
because
more you buy,
that you get, and
when one lump for shipping.
Ooh,
So
you can wear one. You can order you a whole bed set, the Bogey and the Matrix bed set.
you can. You actually can. All right, I missed some of these. We'll go back here. All we do is win-win. That's right. We're talking about winning and putting up some belts. I at least got one championship last year, and I had a really bad year, so still feels good to bring one home.
I did play in 38 leagues though. 38.
I played in 15 last year, but I was in like 6 championships and I lost 5 of them. So I was like, oh, that sucked. But
I'm 27 this year.
Getting there means you're in the money, though.
Yeah, exactly. So I did win money back. I just didn't win the whole enchilada, which would have been a lot better, right? But anyhow, Brandon Duncan is asking, will Rasheed Rice be safe all season with suspension? So far, it looks like that's going to be the case. And in Texas, it takes quite a bit of time for the dockets to clear. There's a big backlog of lawsuits and stuff like that. Criminal courts especially. So this guy has 8 pending felony charges. So he still has to go through the process and all of those. And I'd imagine they try to run them concurrently and get all those wrapped up in one deal. That way he's not going back to court. So it's going to take probably about 1.5 years. I'm assuming from like when they charged him. Court hearings, and then they'll probably start.
You're backing up the money for me.
Yeah, he is definitely. He's probably going to be safe all season.
Yeah, because like, and for those that don't know, Peacock actually works for a law firm, so you know what I mean. Like,
I actually work with law firms. I don't work for them. Well, I do. They contract me out, but yeah, I work with law firms closely, so I do.
We actually got a lot of
people in high places,
don't we?
So yeah, I personally believe that he will be safe all season, so you can go ahead and draft him with confidence in like the 5th or 6th round. He's been going a little higher lately, so.
Yeah, I mean, if he's there, if he's already like, if I'm in my receiver 3 territory and I can snatch him up as my 3rd receiver, because most people do play in 3 wide receiver set leagues, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm good with that. And I'm excited as wide receiver 4. Him and Jaden Reed.
That made me mad. Both of them. Both those picks.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. T Money with another one here. Would you do London, Cooper, Connor for Jacobs and AJ Brown, or London, Ayuk, Connor for those 2 guys?
Yeah,
I'm not a big London guy, so I'm definitely trying to move.
I'm going to try to dump London. I'm not going to try to dump Ayuk. If I can all of a sudden have AJ Brown and Ayuk on the same team, I'm hella happy. With Jacobs, yeah. See, this is the classic 3 for the 2, right? Mm-hmm. You know what? You know how you disguise it too? You go and look on his bench, and you get something shitty that like he shouldn't even have on there. So it'll look like a 3 for 3. That's the move.
Yeah. So it looks even when it's really not. You're throwing in like Marvin Mims or somebody.
Yeah, throwing something that he has on his bench because he's gonna have to drop something anyway. But yeah, and I do love this approach. That's my favorite thing. You consolidate down. You know what I mean? Get top heavier.
That's right. Yeah, especially in smaller leagues like 8-10 man. We don't get a lot of 8-man questions, but there's people out there.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We battled in all fields of battle, in all fighting styles.
I actually won an upside down league one year where the goal was to put out the worst possible roster every week, but you had to play guys that were actually playing and would give you like negative yards or throw interceptions and shit. Yeah. So obviously, like Nathan Peterman was the number 1 overall pick, I believe that year. It was like I didn't get it.
Those are fun leagues. I love those leagues, and that goes for baseball too. I had baseball is really hard.
I call those circus leagues.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Flash with a bold take. Welcome in, Flash. Make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe. Following the network. We got a whole bunch of shows that we do, not just the Wake Your.
Come on.
Who wants a bold take? What's he got?
Come on. Let's get a full season
like today. But bold take. Rodgers plays more than one
in the playoffs.
Oh, that's what it was.
Somewhere in the AFC.
Oh, Rodgers, don't do it to me.
We got the AFC championship.
We got Leonard Floyd, Rodgers.
The Texans. Come on now.
Drafted. I mean, we picked up Leonard Floyd in free agency. Oh no, he's gonna have revenge on Leonard Floyd, isn't he? Oh no, Monday night, and he's playing Santa Clara. Gets his favorite.
Shout out to SF Zen, I believe that's what it is.
Shout out to
only RBs. Yeah, there you go. That's your guy right there. And it's a picture of nature, so I like it. Yeah, he's maybe like really zen out there. And
mushrooms are the best in nature.
That's right. Yeah, they come from nature. They make you feel one with nature. His only RBs he got in his draft are Kamara and B-Rob, the mob. He managed to pick up CJ Stroud and Richardson. Oh, He wants to trade one of them away for
Don't
James
do
Cook.
that. No.
He wants to trade one of them for Cook. Is that a decent trade?
No.
And which one should I trade?
Which one? Which Cook?
No.
Not
No, I
Dallas.
think
Just,
James Cook.
just play it out. You had an idea. Roll with it. Let the season progress, and then move off of the quarterback once the teams start to show their value. Like don't
good one, Trezner.
for the fucking
If I
season.
can get James Cook right now, I'm doing that right now. Fuck it.
I'm gonna get Cook that as well.
Right. Come on, man.
I would trade
Like,
Richardson
you
for
can get
Cook.
much better
I
for
would trade Richardson for Cook.
a
Exactly.
quarterback than James Cook.
Yeah, dude.
Don't worry about it.
But you might be able to get somebody more than James Cook, though, right? See who's shopping some bigger name running backs if possible, and then come back down
Yeah.
to Cook.
Absolutely.
If you
Once
really
those quarterbacks show their value, you're not going to get anything less than a James Cook. James Cook is the bottom. It's a floor. Don't
do
do
it
it.
week one.
Gods don't like greed.
No, they don't. Karma is real.
If he has James Cook for me on the table, I'm like, boom, here's Richardson, bro. Let's go.
Trezner said crashy rice, which I thought was hilarious. That's a good one.
Crushed rice. That's hard. Hey, we should make a shirt front like that.
The shirt is
Did
coming.
he actually hit somebody? Yeah, he did actually.
Yeah,
he
he actually hurt people. Maybe we shouldn't laugh about that.
Yeah, we're not going to laugh about it, but we will make a shirt
It's
about
a fantasy. You know what I mean?
it. Deep dynasty question from Marco. Deep dynasty question from Marco. Bryce, Ford, Wheaton, worth to hold on to. Who the hell? Oh, it's one person, Bryce Ford Wheaton? That's deep, bro. I don't know who that is.
Cut him.
When I hear Bryce, I think of Carolina, and I'm holding. And then Jerome Ford, I'm also holding. And then
other guy, Bryce Ford, whatever.
I think it's one person. But if it's one person,
yeah, fuck yeah.
Marco always fucks me up with like the real name.
You have to.
If it's three people, Marco, if it's three people, you keep the first two.
Hey, if you're in a 32-teamer and you got Bryce Ford Wheaton, you're struggling.
Is Brandon Cooks, Philly Kid? What's up, Philly Kid? Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel. Is Brandon Cooks worth a stash? I believe so. Just depends on the size of your bench, obviously, but should be the wide receiver too in Dallas, not necessarily the number 2 target though. So do temper expectations. He was coming on a little strong at the end of last year, so I like the upside right here before week 1. See what happens. Stash him. If he's not getting a big target share, he's being overshadowed by Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb. Dallas is doing some weird stuff and just running the football with 4 running backs. Then you can cut Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, for now, and he'd be a great throw in a trade if you're trying to do the good old 2-for-1. You know what I mean? But you also got to wait till he heats up. And the way I always diagnose Brandon Cooks with the Cowboys last year is like, if there's a game that's seemingly going to be a shootout on paper, then I'm okay flexing him out. So he's just like a weak, like a streaming option type of joint. But yeah, I definitely like having an edge piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As soon as you can sell high on the guy, then I would definitely pull the trigger.
100%.
Yeah, if he comes out and has a great week 1, but on like minimal targets, or he finds the end zone, then you can probably move him a lot easier. People aren't going to be looking at his routes. Yeah. So yeah, and that's kind of like how he I think he got a little streaky with some touchdowns towards the end of last season, if I'm not mistaken. So that might have been what pumped him up. Tino was like, "Cut him, LOL." Resident Cowboy. Yeah.
You got a Cowboys man telling you to cut the guy. That's saying a lot, right?
Oh, let's see. Marco is updating us here. It's one guy, Bryce Ford Wheaton from the Giants. He's 3%.
Oh, he's on the Giants? Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about
We're just ripping him.
Hey, Marco always fucks me up.
That's how good our teams are. We don't even hear this.
Oh, Tino's talking about cutting Bryce, not
Cooks.
Not Cooks. Okay. Yeah, I think Cooks is a good stash.
Yeah.
We're asking Philly Kid. I think Cooks is a good stash.
I mean,
he's worth it if you got the roster.
4,500 passing yards, bro. So you know what I mean. I know CeeDee ain't gonna get 2,000 of it.
There you go. Listen to Tino. Keep Cooks. Dallas is a top 5 offense
for fantasy. Yes.
Got him. You did the whole House of the Dragon, the king consort thing. He's like, yes, my king consort. I don't know what to
I mean, I haven't kept up with the House of Dragons. But
it was a good meme for episode whatever 6 or whatever. I don't know. But yeah,
I missed out on the hype because now I feel like I'm so far behind that I would have to like.
Yeah, you can watch House of Dragons.
It's the prequel. You don't have
to watch Game of Thrones to appreciate the House of Dragons.
No, this happens before Game of Thrones. Oh. So basically, you're like, yeah, you'll be fine. You watch that shit first, actually. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, then you won't be disappointed by like how the showrunners messed up.
I do like dragons.
That's cool. Then you definitely like this more than Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones it takes like fucking
the end forever for it to get interesting.
Like, exactly, yeah. And then the dragons are small.
Dragon is actually my spirit animal.
Yeah, so the X-Files, it's game over. Fucking episode pilot number 1, like that shit fucking gets you in there and like,
oh hell yeah, I love X-Files. That's a good.
I love the X-Files.
They got a dragon episode. Hey, Scully was hot. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Scully was fucking smoking.
Gillian Anderson.
She got the actual like hourglass body for sure.
Yeah.
Little waist, big old butt, childbearing hips.
Hey, Mulder was like, he was, you know what I mean?
And they had a couple episodes where it was like, where like, yeah, they actually had some type of fling, and William was supposed to be both of their children, like, so, yeah.
For real?
I can go deep in that. I can actually have an X-Files YouTube channel.
Okay, there it is.
There it is.
Friday nights.
Talk about this shit.
Friday nights on the X-Files Rewind or something.
Oh, there it is. Friday nights.
I gotta get that. Yeah, that shit would take me back.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. They are out there.
Great stuff.
The truth is out there. We're here to bring you the truth, the fantasy football truth.
That shirt. Remember,
check out the Neon Peacock merch.com. They got the UFO and the forest in the background. Like,
oh yeah, that one's awesome. I actually painted that one. I painted that, and then I took a picture. And then afterwards, I was like, you know what this needs? I was like, this needs a UFO. So I digitally painted a UFO in there after the fact.
It looks just like the fucking poster, minus the words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I need a custom one with just me, right? And I'm pointing though. I'm like, the truth is out there.
Yeah. Actually, I got you and I are in the background.
There it is. Ooh, and we're being abducted. We're like mid-abduction.
Like being abducted in the background.
We don't get pregnant. We just fucking impregnate, right?
I want to imprint it.
Big pause. Wait, pause.
I'm going to take y'all to the Neon Peacock website. I don't know if y'all can see it on the stream. There it is.
There
so the sale has extended, everyone.
Yes, I made the phone call.
There you go. So the sale is extended till the 10th, and I didn't even know. So awesome. But here's some of the stuff that we got on the website. Here's one of Bogey's requested. Only you can keep it lit. And you can see Smokey the Bear there.
Getting high. Look at it. Everything's on fire.
Yes. So we got from some of that stuff. Yeah, from the mind of Bogey. Exactly. And then we have, of course, some of these.
You put in the only you can keep it lit though.
Go right there.
For copyright purposes.
Fantasy football schematics.
Yeah, this one's a good one.
I love that shit.
I like that one too.
Dope.
That one's badass.
This is by our man Makes a Lot requested this one.
It's on my way. Yeah, it's on the way. I'm gonna wear that on the show.
That's a Makes a Lot request?
Yeah, he's like, can you do something like he wanted something geometric, kind of like doubling over, kind of eye catching. So went ahead and saw this design on there, threw some footballs in there, and made it work. And then if you look at the FF in the middle, the negative space is the S for schematics.
Ugh.
Yeah, that goes hard. And then of course I got some Neon Peacock designs, all of the football jam ones. So these are really cool. So if you look at them closely, like each one of these has special attributes, like AR5's read defense is a 6, his pass is a 5, but his scramble power jump is all 9. His health is 4. His burst and evade are high up there. His risk is a 9. And then you have like Pittman, who's like solid. You know, I gave him good routes, so good stuff up there. So I don't hate on these players. I kind of just call it the way it is. So like if we go to I'm not being biased. Like I'll go over here and I'll make fun of some Texans too. So let's see, where's Diggs? There's Diggs. So I got the Diggs and Mix. I got the Diggs and Mixon one. So Diva, he's rated a 9 for Diggs. Right.
Nice.
Yeah, that's there at least. He has a 9 on the swag, and then I have like
he definitely has a swag. Like he's outlandish when it comes to his fucking.
Well, he's a Sagittarius.
Yeah,
he
let's see.
He walks into a building looking way.
You might fuck around and just come through dressed as a peacock. Like that's how fly Stephon Diggs is.
Yeah, I had to give Mahomes some bad ratings here. His brother is rated a 2. His wife a 6. His voice is a 6. He does have an 8 in the chugging category, which is pretty good. He saw him at the parade, not bad. So coach 9, football IQ 9, arm 9. I got Kelsey over here. He has 9 in the hips. His dating is 9 because he's always had some pretty good girls. Yeah. His dancing is at a 9 also.
He got some little soul. He's a white boy with some soul. Until he got with Taylor Swift.
Go look at all these. I have some really good, some funny stuff on there. So like, let's see, what do I have? This one's good. Here we go. Here's the cheetah. Pull out 0. 9.
What has he got? Like 20 kids by now?
I mean, he's up there. He got like 9, 10, maybe.
Yeah, wives. He has a 9 on the wives because I think he has multiple. He's out there. So yeah.
I mean, he doesn't even drive a car; he just runs to him.
Achan, his size, I gave him a 7. Risk 9. So you go back and you look at all these designs that I have some funny stuff on there. So that you can definitely check some of that stuff out.
You should have put him in like boys.
It's all in the details.
It's all in the details. Yeah. Let's see. Arm strength. What do we got for Jordan Love and Reed over here? Let's see. Cheese 0. He's not cheesy. All right. Experience 9 because he's been in the league for a few years already. Mr. Love. Football IQ's up there. Accuracy. His receivers 9. Yeah. Reed. Just their basic stuff. For Reed. Not too much known about him, so I gave him some good ratings. But I had some fun with these. Obviously.
Yeah, those are badass.
Yeah, and then of course we have like some of the playmakers like Olave, Robinson, Stroud, Collinsdale. This one's funny. I forgot about this one. You got the little Kyler Murray. This one will make Kidda happy. His height is a 5, and his Xbox and PS5 are rated 9. So there's his gamer skills. So
yes, there he is.
Yes.
Yeah, and Marvin Harrison has a 9 on Hall of Fame dad rating. So that's cool.
And he's hella short too. That's just funny.
Hall of Fame dad rating.
Hall of Fame dad rating.
That may be a 10.
I couldn't fit 10 on there. It only goes up to 9. It only goes up to 9.
Okay. So we don't do the double digits in the fucking.
He's maxed out
in the NBA in the NBA jam.
So there's the mystifying mountaintop that you were talking about. There's Bogart in the Matrix.
Yes.
This one, Fuzzy Nuts, is funny. This one's great. If you guys have seen Half Baked, there's the pet squirrel, Mr. Fuzzy Nuts, his inmate member, and he actually has a little orange jumpsuit on as well. If you pay attention, a lot of detail on that one. But I got.
So why are you locking up the goddamn squirrel again? What did he exactly
Remember,
do?
he was like, what was his name? Tommy Chong. It was Tommy
Yeah,
Chong.
Tommy Chong. Yeah.
He had the squirrel master. That's what they called him.
Squirrel master.
Oh, so he stole a goddamn ligament. Okay, I got you.
Hey man,
we got some. Oh, these are, and then we have the old school classic designs. I got Dak Kirk Cousins. Jerry had a little lamb. So these are pretty good.
What was it? The Black Kirk Cousins or no?
It is Black Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
The white Dak.
The white Dak even.
Yeah, dude, there's some really good ones here. My son ordered this one the other day, the Pickle Chew. It's Pikachu, but he's a pickle.
Cool.
So Pickle Chew. You got some CMC
it's
over
crazy
here.
how that fucking that video game on the phone fucking
Oh yeah. People on the freeway. There's like holding up traffic.
Pokemon Go.
Like you gotta
Pokemon Go.
Capture the fucking
the motherfucker was on the freeway, bro.
And all that shit. That shit's crazy.
Jerry has a little lamb. So.
Hold on, bro. Charizard's right there.
Yeah, exactly.
We have all different types of things. Like Bogart was talking about getting stuff for your where the hell are they? I guess home, right? Here we go. Yeah, you can get like bedspreads, shower curtains.
What?
There you go. Yeah, you can sleep with the Packer blanket, you know what I mean, or whatever. Your Christian McCaffrey covers. But yeah, we got all types of good stuff on the website. So the sale has been extended. Make sure you guys go on over there, check it out. Let's get back over here to the comments real quick. Marco, seasons with Jethro, Jeremiah Watt. Oh, JJ it was like the only player on the team. Yeah, I remember those days too, man. Sucks.
JJ Watt was a goddamn near first round pick, if you ask me.
He was everything.
Woo. Yeah, he was. He would catch a touchdown too. Play tight end real quick.
Yeah, he had several. He had some defensive. Jack. What's up, Jack? Go ahead and like and subscribe. Should I trade Olave and Mike Evans for Garrett Wilson and Terry McLaurin?
Yes.
Olave and Mike Evans and Garrett Wilson and Terry McLaurin.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I guess so too. Mike Evans.
I'm not going receiving the Scottish lad.
Terry McLaurin with a new QB. Garrett Wilson with a new QB.
We got bagpipes? We do, huh?
Oh, yeah. My bad.
The laddie. Give me Garrett Wilson in the laddie side. Scottish lad, Terry McLaurin.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Terry McLaurin.
Bagpipes.
Shit goes hard.
Best QB he's ever had.
I've told you time again.
It.
I've heard them bagpipes in real life, and I'm like, oh, wow. That's life-changing. That's just not like a fucking, like, actual, like, mixer and turntable. Like, somebody that knows how to play bagpipes put in a lot of fucking work to learn how to play bagpipes.
Hey, it was life-changing because then in came Rowdy Piper. Here goes Rowdy Piper down
the aisle. Like, oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, you really like this one. Okay. Let's do it.
I'm gonna get a corn sound clip like because Jonathan Davis would play the bagpipes. We'll do that for the future for in season. We'll get some badass.
That one's good.
In the background or something.
Yeah.
Bagpipes going.
There's some badass rocking ass bagpipe songs out there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not gonna lie. But yeah, I got somebody else here. Jack. Coming back from Jack here, he said, "Do you think Terry McLaurin will start over Amari Cooper as in this flex?" Probably not.
This is a tough one.
Yes, for me.
Very tough.
Yes,
yeah, I mean, isn't Watson back there? Like he's like over here complaining they got the tackle situation.
They're both the number ones, right?
Yeah, for their respective teams.
How about this? They're playing. Cooper is in a revenge game. Oh, what? He's playing the Cowboys. Revenge game. Okay, yeah, I might lean Cooper actually, and not just because of the revenge game, also because I might kind of see the rookie first with McLaurin. But I am definitely making that trade with Garrett Wilson and the Scottish lad. Hit the bagpipes. Grab his bagpipes.
I'm a motherfucking golfer. I love Scotland.
I'm a golfer, yeah.
So I think I would lean the golfer side and say fuck Cooper and all the way Terry McLaurin.
Oh, you're saying this guy with the counter from Team Money says, headache. Would you do Laporta, London, and Connor for Ferguson, K9, and AJ Brown?
Yes.
Receiving Ferg,
we're receiving
and AJ Brown, right?
AJ and
London, Laporta, and Connor.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Yeah. I don't want to come off the Laporta and the London and the Connor. I hate to spoil the party and I'll be like, oh shit, what's going on? Like, yeah, for real, I think I would actually stay put. AJ Brown is a nice pickup, right? But losing Laporta in a tight end league, and then the idea of
you're gaining a Ferguson.
Oh yeah, you get Ferguson hit the drop.
He's in the tight end position also.
He got over 100 targets last year. I'm doing.
He just didn't catch. He wasn't efficient with him in the red zone, to be honest.
You're either with me or against me. This one, that's okay. I don't mind being the outsider, but I'm going with Laporta. Yeah,
and I like K9. Fuck Charbonnet. He ain't shit. You know what I mean? And then if I do have Ken Walker, then I'll go in and pick up a Charbonnet too, just to hang up. But I'm not scared of him taking no type of touches for real though. Yeah, I think.
Check it out.
I was just about to say that. Check it out.
Fergie's son, and I was today years old when I found out that her last name was Ferguson. That's why they called her Fergie.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So he
Laporta was tight end one last year, and don't get me wrong.
Like a paradox. Hold on, this is like a paradox.
I feel you. I feel you.
I know he was tight end one last year, but tight end scoring was down last year, big time, all across the board.
Yeah.
Your usuals didn't pop off. Kelsey was like the Kansas City Chiefs offense was like non-existent for like the first 8 games until they figured it out, I guess. And then Mark Andrews was missing tons of time like he usually does with his issues or whatever it is. So, the tight ends, that's why you saw Laporta finish number 1.
Yeah. I'm selling. I feel like that's still
or he's a really good football player.
I still feel like I'm feeling high. Getting AJ Brown.
And now you have the emergence of Jameson Williams over there, and they still have run heavy high T offense.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I just don't think that he
bring it in, Tino. I got you.
We're getting AJ Brown. God damn it.
Because let's say a couple of those targets in the red zone do go to Fergie. He catches, how many did he have last year? Like 4 or something like that. Let's say he catches like 7. I think that bumps him up significantly in the he finishes at tight end 7. He's like a top 5 tight end all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Or tight end 10. It's all touchdown dependent over there. And Laporta, I think, check this out. Laporta had like 10 plus receiving touchdowns last year as a rookie. No other tight end who had a huge rookie touchdown year even came close to that. I think they all did about half of that number the following season. So I would probably see some touchdown regression in Laporta.
We should put some.
Do I see the Detroit Lions sucking ass and not scoring points?
No, but I think the Lions
will score some points.
I'll give them
I like the idea of Laporta.
if I can get Laporta out of Fergie's son, I'm doing this trade. But give me AJ Brown and K9, man. I ain't even playing, man.
They're high T. They're gonna.
Let's go.
I said if he catches those red zone targets, then he'll finish higher. That's how Ferg will finish higher.
Throws to the tight end. That's the biggest argument.
Yeah, he does. He uses it a lot. And then I'm thinking, like I said, there will be some touchdown regression with Laporta, which is why I'm fine with the guy from going number 1 and the guy from going number 10 probably finishing somewhere around the middle.
And this again is a Dallas Cowboys fan. He actually pays attention to the world and understands, like, do we take
fantasy
or Laporta? No, you're probably taking Laporta, like almost 100% of the time. But now, if you can wait and build a roster on value, then it might change. But if you're just going strictly on,
that draft is done, I throw the value out the window. I'm trying to get
Laporta is throw it out the window. Laporta is the guy right here.
I mean, he's top 5 at minimum, but if I can get the guy who goes 6 or 7, who I think, because listen, he's coming off 100 targets. Come on,
the thing with Laporta is that he can finish TE1. Like, there's no world where fucking Ferguson finishes as the tight end number 1. There is a world where Laporta finishes as the tight end number 1.
I said
so
no.
That's where I draw my line. I'm like, okay, yeah, Laporta over fucking Ferguson.
Come on, man.
Because we want to win. We're top heavy people.
Yeah, but
we want to win these fucking bitches.
Try to do this deal without the Laporta part in there, and I bet you he won't do this deal. This is how you get the access to an AJ Brown. Because I'm sure whoever else he got in his first round, it's gonna be so lovely to pair that person up with AJ Brown. I'm just saying, and I'll take Ferguson, who's just a tight end and that's gonna get targets. You know what I mean?
Rashee Rice is not a fucking like a scrub though. I want the Laporta Rice over Brown Ferguson.
Laporta had 18 more targets than Jake Ferguson last year.
I don't care about targets. I want production.
I want the targets.
And the Laporta production is like, oh, okay, we got
that's not that
the production difference. The production difference is the touchdowns.
Yeah.
He had 10 touchdowns.
Jake, give me 6.
Detroit is gonna be
come on, hit the drop. He's getting 6 touchdowns.
Ferguson had 4 touchdowns. He had 18 red zone targets. He only had 4 touchdowns. So if he can convert those more, you know what I mean, or some of those more.
Positive regression here.
Yeah, exactly. A positive regression versus Laporta's negative touchdown regression, which I just mentioned.
Don't listen to
listen.
That's
Kelsey,
not a real thing.
Even Travis Kelsey, who put up double-digit touchdowns the following year, he only had 5.
Only gonna get better.
It's happened.
We're talking about rookies.
He broke out already.
What's the history of rookie tight ends?
What if we just saw the best season we ever saw from Laporta?
Well,
what if we just saw the best season we ever saw from Laporta?
So why not love him?
What if he doesn't get better? What if he just stays the same? What if he just stays the same and then the rest of the tight ends go back to
the
Mark Andrews died on us too.
From a lot of channels.
I mean, Evan Ingram was a top 5 guy for goddamn.
That's what I'm saying. Look at those guys. All those guys scored double-digit touchdowns. Look at how many touchdowns they scored the next year.
Bong.
Don't take Ingram over Laporta. That's
if you take away the 5 touchdowns. Let's say you give Laporta 5 touchdowns instead of 10. That's 30 plus fantasy points, and he drops off from the number 1 tight end all the way down to probably 10.
He's gonna be a guy in that offense. Like they're gonna actually use him and find ways to get him involved in the
high-key running offense with 2
long
game. I think they're going to get those guys the ball in the end zone.
Whatever the fucking game is, Laporta is going to be a guy. Ingram
will get a chance to be in all those red zone packages, so he might snake him. That's basically how he got.
He can block the fuck out of a goddamn fucking tight end. I
do like the idea of Rice.
Or
this is AJ Brown here.
I'm sorry, like if you bring Laporta into the conversation and you got a scrub ass fucking linebacker, right? Offensive linebacker, like the number 5 on the team. Laporta is smashing that fucking matchup, and then all of a sudden you got guy wide open, homie on the floor, and then touchdown right there, bro. Laporta all the way. I love it.
Laporta or Laporta party.
Laporta party.
That's the question.
I love Laporta. I think he's good. I just don't think he's
Laporta.
and for the sake of it, and it's for this is not the argument against Laporta being badass. It's that I'm trying to get AJ Brown an upgrade on all those positions. I don't think the drop off as far as the targets is that far off. So if I'm still getting an opportunity at some similar target market share for my tight end, I'm doing it. And then Dak happens to be the guy 7 out of 8 of his seasons in his career, second most targeted, happens to be the tight end.
Yeah, in this case, I like that side. I'm not saying that I'm going to draft Ferguson over Laporta or that Ferguson will finish higher than Laporta, but I do think that there's a really high probability that they'll finish very close to each other.
Give it to me. Hit the drop.
I guess it depends on how the league is set up.
Hit the drop.
If we're going tight and heavy, then I like Laporta. That's why everybody in.
But I love Laporta.
I won money with Fergie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think that like in the form of that trade, that I'm willing to give up the Laporta because I don't believe that he can repeat as the chances of him repeating as tight end number 1 again aren't as high as you know.
And that's what's going to net me a AJ Brown, and I get the upgrade at running back too.
Yeah, the other person's buying the fact that they're thinking they're going to get that guaranteed tight end 1, and that's why they're moving on. They're willing to move on from AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's still the best player in that deal too. At the end of the day,
and AJ Brown could still finish wide receiver within the top. Like he was on a tear. He was setting that record last year until they dropped off.
Yeah, and it definitely happened as a team, the drop off, because it started with the offensive line getting banged up, and then it hurts.
Now, if you're scared that they haven't recovered from that, right, and they're going to continue that way, then
yeah, and you got Kellen Moore there too. They're gonna be shredding, bro. Like I like the AJ Brown side for the sake of this trade. You know what I mean? Because and I happen to have zero Laporta because he's just too expensive. Because people so now you need him to finish like he did last year, the way he's being drafted. You know what I mean?
Spencer says I only got Laporta in Dynasty. His redraft price is out of hand. Yeah, it's super high.
That's exactly what I just said.
I don't draft any tight end below Taysom Hill. You'll be fine. Just don't draft any tight end below Taysom Hill and you'll be fine, says Tino.
Taysom Hill's a fun ride. If you happen to get in that territory, hey, fuck it, we're throwing him in there. If I have nobody, fuck it, you're happy to have Taysom Hill for deep leagues. Shit, fuck it.
Tino's saying that Laporta is the weapon this year to play with so that he'll have a better year. I was like, well, defenses are going to know that as well, too, right? They're probably going to come in with game plans for like, oh, he's the weapon.
You got a healthy Jameis right out the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, it all depends. We know that the Lions are a good team, and, but like, we're not clamoring over
the Lions are a good team.
I think Ferguson will beat his ass in a fight. How about just
nobody's even talking about like Luke Musgrave? Like they're one of those offenses also, right? Where like all the weapons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like tight end's just tricky. It's just weird. But Laporta was definitely a focal point, right? I don't just think that he's going to repeat as one of those guys because the 10 touchdowns are what propped him up as opposed to yards or whatever. But he was an integral part of the offense.
You better not be golfing.
Yeah, if that continues though, right, and he's the touchdown guy or the red zone guy there, then yeah, it's obviously worth it, right? And it makes sense that he'll finish one. But 10 touchdowns.
There's a case to be made because he fired out the gate with them tugs too, and then that was what they were missing Jameson for the first 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Once he got fully acclimated, you know what I mean. It also correlated with our boy being banged up towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? Because
he also had 2 games where he had multiple touchdown games. So one was a 3 touchdown game and one was a 2 touchdown game.
Boom.
Otherwise, you got an 8-point game, an 11-point game, a 9-point game, a 7-point game, an 11-point game, an 8-point game, a 6-point game. So in games where he didn't score touchdowns.
Yeah.
Hit the drop. Laporta was, But let me look at just to be fair, let me go look at what like Dalton Schultz did. I mean Dalton Schultz, my bad. Ferguson, the same player almost. It's just that one's in an offense with.
I was on Dalton Schultz making the same take the year prior, like 6 out of 7 seasons, Dak.
Yeah, but look at some of these games. Not throwing week 1 away. I guess he had 7 targets but only 2 catches, so 3 points, right? But then that one's a touchdown game. We're not counting it. Here's games without touchdowns. 9.8 points, 14 points, 5 points, 2 points. And then he had 3 in a row with touchdowns. Let's skip those. 6, 4, 12, 10, 8, 7, 12. And all those didn't have touchdowns. So,
yeah, he's going for 8 tugs this year.
About the same. If you take out games with touchdowns, and then they were sporadic because let's see how many games they each had. Obviously Dalton Schultz. I did it again. Obviously Jake Ferguson had 1, 2, 3, 4 less games, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He had 12 games where he didn't score a touchdown. And I read off those games.
Yep, 4 games. So he had a total of 4 games with touchdowns. And then Laporta had he had the cluster of 5 that covered 2 games, right? Listen, I'm looking for the targets. That's why I like Ferguson. And for this, going back to it, for the sake of that trade, you have to give up a Laporta in order to get to an AJ Brown. That's how that guy thought that was worth it. You know what I mean? And Rashee Rice too. You know what I'm saying? Rashee Rice is good, but look, man, I'm getting the better receiver, getting the better running back, and at most I got to give up on the tight end. I'm doing that. Because he got the better running back with K9. See, and that's what we're talking about when we on the Q&As. We break it all the way down. I think it's like froze or some shit. There it is. Oh no. Am I still geeking? Yes. Man, my thing was geeking.
Nah, you ain't geeking.
No, it is geeking. Like visually, like my thing is like geeking on my side because my computer was almost dying. I just plugged it in.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually am almost there too.
Sorry,
Like I've got.
that dropped. My bad.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. No, I'm talking about my shit. My screen started going like on geek mode. I'm like, oh, it's fucking the battery.
No, it was me too. Like my internet dropped for a bit there, so
Almost got
I was
it all
trying to go
happened.
over.
That might be a sign. It all happened all in the universe.
It might be a sign.
Yeah, let's put a bow on it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's see. What's this?
Oh,
Said he averaged 10 TDs a season, and you're talking Kelsey numbers. Yeah, but even Kelsey didn't average 10 TDs a season.
And not especially after the big rookie season.
Oh, yeah, if you do the big rookie season, look at the next year, and the numbers get cut in half. But that was the point. But like I'm saying, you never know. I mean, the way that they use him in the focal point, right? If the defenses really don't adjust, they could keep the magic going, right? If he has another 8 touchdown season and his yards go up, he could finish tight end 1, right? Laporta, but yet to be seen.
Yeah, I think that's the idea on the tight end, and then even the running back is like, who could fucking finish as the tight end 1 or the running back 1? WR1, that's a fucking open season. There's like at least 12 guys that we think that could fucking potentially finish.
Alex Smith was good for fantasy team.
But with at least the RB1, I think
Alex Smith went crazy.
CMC, Brees Hall,
for the first time in his career.
And then who else? With the tight end, you got Kelsey, Laporta, and then who else?
Oh, my shit.
So those are the guys to target in fantasy leagues. Wide receiver is a open-ended conversation. I don't mind the stacks. I just did a draft. I had Mahomes and Stroud in a super flex, and I got Rashee Rice and Dell. So I think that those guys are going to be plus cards, and when they hit, they're going to hit because I got both the quarterbacks, and the team that I'm facing is going to be hurting when I double up.
Those are the 2 sophomores I would like to have this year, huh? At the receiver position.
Yeah, Rashee Rice and Tank Dell are not bad targets at all. Especially the price that you get them at. So
Travis Kelce's first double-digit touchdown season was in 2018. The next year, 5 touchdowns. Right. He did have a great 2020 and 21. He did 11, then 9, but it wasn't double digits, right? And then 12. But then last year from 12 to 5. So, and he's like the greatest as far as this goes. So it doesn't happen often.
If you play PPR leagues and you got a Travis Kelce, then you're doing all right because you don't need a touchdown.
Oh yeah, you don't now you don't, because that's become more of his game. You know what I mean? Like picking up first downs and shit on third and short or whatever.
Possession looks.
Yeah.
And they got that little.
No, that's the greatest. That's like the greatest. So, but I'm saying, look at every other tight end besides Kelce who's done it. The next year they put up 5 touchdowns. If they hit 10 TDs, the next year they barely hit 5 or less. Nobody's even done more than 5 except for Kelce.
No, Travis.
Gates did this shit fucking back in the day, I guess.
Auto team. That was sick.
I was thinking, I'm looking from like 2013 and then closer. I don't know anything before that. So
that's the only thing that matters, though. We're going back 11 years.
Yeah, I'm not looking at Antonio Gates or like.
We've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Gronkowski.
Yeah, Gronk. I don't know. Gronk was a TD machine, but I don't know how many times he hit double digits back to back. Like, so I'm saying, double digit touchdowns back to back has only been Kelce that I know.
Oh yeah, man. Him and Hernandez were killing it, bro. Oh shit, my bad. Poor choice of words. Just let it blow over. Don't acknowledge it.
Be all right. No triggering any of our viewers, right? Like,
just let it blow over.
And voice your opinion. We'll
God bless the dead.
We'll cater. We don't want to fuck nobody's day up. Like,
yeah,
we don't give a fuck.
It was unfortunate what happened to him.
Yeah.
But him and Gronk were nonetheless catching a bunch of TDs. Just catching
All right. Well, if you guys ready to put a bow on it, we've been going almost 4 hours.
Let's take it home.
All right, man. We appreciate everybody.
Peek of how it is in the real world of fantasy football. We got games going on. We got reactions.
Yeah, we got the Houston huddle tomorrow night.
We got all the shits that you fucking want. You come at us, and we'll be there for you.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you on the flip side, obviously, and we'll take us home. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Prime one, that's him. Sky. Thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap put it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan tone my henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a cook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the gray poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.